Oh my God, bro!
Cheers, you bastards!
Oh, and we are drink tanking.
Nah, I'm drinking some
Spicy.
What is that, Knob?
That's Knob.
Get some flavor. Let me get some water to break.
Mad beat me, homeboy.
Sup, y'all? Fuck y'all. Welcome to another episode of the Drink Tank Podcast. I am Steb Montez. Thank you for checking in. To my right, your left, none other than John Robertson.
Allahu Akbar.
He's Muslim. To my left, your right, my favorite Christian right-wing evangelist, Sean Parker.
It's just a clock. I don't see what the big deal is.
It's Flavor Flav didn't get by.
I just know, right?
If you haven't listened to the podcast before, this is how it works. Every 7 minutes or so, we're going to drink from our delicious cocktails. What are we drinking this week?
We're drinking Old Faskins.
We're drinking the Don Draper.
Yes, we are
yeah.
actually. It's a little bit of sugar cube, some aromatic bitters, some fucking orange slices, some whiskey, and some water and some ice.
All right, this week.
Tears of my enemies.
All right, this week's episode is brought to you by, let's not forget, our favorite ultralight beer, Michelob Ultra.
Also known as the Fat Girls.
Also brought to you by Future and Drake's new mixtape.
Right, which
So.
nobody's heard yet.
Yes.
If you want to check us out online, you can find us at DTPod. That's on Twitter and Periscope.
Or the drinktankpodcast.com.
Or on Facebook. Just use the search bar, you dummy. It's nothing personal,
Fucking
but if you can't
stupid.
figure out how to use it, that's on you,
Yeah.
and I can't help you. So, what did you do this week, Sean?
Just wedding planning, man. Like,
We're
nonstop.
close.
Yeah, it's crunch time.
It's not even a week away.
No, it's 4 days, man.
Holy shit!
I get the countdown from the best man like every day, and he's like,
Do you feel your pimp hand withering?
"It's not as strong as it used to be." I feel it's like when you sleep on your hand and it gets kind of you're like numb.
that's
a
strange.
stranger pimp hand.
Yeah.
I do want to mention that we do also, real quick, have producer Jason, of course, with us as well. I didn't because he's not on camera. For the Periscope viewers, you have no idea what's going on behind the scenes.
He's not allowed on camera
I'm on camera.
due to Amber List requirements.
Megan's Law or some shit like that.
Something like that.
I never even heard of her before. And then, of course, there is intern
Nancy
who-
Pants.
who's not on mic.
I'm not even supposed to be within 100 yards of you.
Yeah.
And she may end up being on camera if she has to walk past it to grab us some shit.
What about you, Jay? What was your weekend like, or week going into this week? What did your last week going into this week look like?
Busy. And
I
then,
set you up for that and you failed.
I heard you went to Africa.
Wait, what? I did. No, yes. I went to East Africa. And let me tell you, there's no flies and there's no drought in Ethiopia.
Oh, Jesus.
I was hiding out in some East
Stop
African.
talking. Stop talking.
Okay. Yeah, so it's been a hot ass weekend in the city.
Yeah, it's been hot. John, let me guess.
For those of you who can't decode all the nonsense, Jason hooked up with an Ethiopian girl.
That's
Okay.
right.
What did you do this week? I'm gonna give me a guess. Let me guess.
I've been listening to
Allegedly.
a new audiobook. It's Naomi Klein's new one. It's called This Will Change Everything. It's about climate change.
John, can we
It's
switch
the
lives?
most depressing
Do you
thing
see
I've
the
ever
paint
read
drawing over there?
or listened to.
Can we switch weekends? I'm,
Can you see
I'm
the
jealous.
paint drying?
You want me to? You want me to bang international strangers in the city, and you want to listen to Naomi Klein and work
Yeah.
on construction shit?
Yeah.
Deal.
Trade.
What'd you do, sir?
I did. What did I
You DJ'd a wedding.
I did that yesterday. Yes.
He sweated his balls off.
It was like 100 degrees, and it was not fun in a suit.
Dude, it was 112 here today.
The wedding was fun. I didn't actually DJ, just set up, and a good friend Vin Rock took the reins from there. I don't know if I should let people know that he DJs wedding. He normally does not. He
It's not
normally does
okay.
not. It's not okay.
Bar
to ask
mitzvahs
him.
only.
Yeah, but he's a great guy and
Oh.
an excellent DJ. And and then I went and saw The Lion King in San Jose.
Sorry.
And I've heard that nonstop since we went and saw it. That's all Mateo wants to do now is sing
No
that
shit.
song. He thinks he's Rafiki every morning when I'm sleeping, and it's really fucking annoying.
Does he hit you with a stick?
Yeah, but he has one. He has like he has my bad back cane, and we attached
And or he's got like 7 fucking lightsabers.
Yeah, he
Right.
does.
Well,
Yeah.
Remember the potty training Jedi
Yeah.
maneuver that we were going to pull? Yeah, no, the kid has like 19 lightsabers
Oh
now.
my God,
Guess what?
bro, it's Darth Vader.
Cheers, y'all.
good.
What is that
old-fashioned-
from? That's from like an unboxing video of a Darth Vader toy?
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro!
I trolled Richie on Facebook for a minute.
Oh, I saw that. That was pretty good about the t-shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
That was a highlight of my week.
That was the highlight of your week. What are we starting with this week, John?
Politics.
Yeah, because we fucking love politics here at the Drink Tank.
So breaking news today: Scott Walker dropped out.
What?
Scott Walker, 6 weeks ago was number 1 in Iowa. He's now out of the race, which is like, okay. So 6 weeks ago, he was number 1 in Iowa, and like 24 hours ago, he was like, I'm going to retreat and run it strong in Iowa. Now he's out of the race entirely. How weak ass is that shit?
That's pretty fucking weak.
So that was breaking news. I didn't expect that to happen. What's really funny is watching all the guys that drop out before Ricky Bobby Jindal.
Right. Didn't we kind of pick him to be the number 1 seed of dropout?
He's
usually like 3%.
Jim Gilmore didn't make it onto the CNN debate stage because he was polling at 0. Scott Walker just dropped out of the race because he's polling at 0. Ricky Bobby Jindal doesn't give a fuck that he's been polling at a solid 0 forever. He's just like, I'm in it.
He wants to go fast.
He was at 3 for a minute, though, wasn't he?
In some polls, I'm sure. Maybe in Louisiana.
How awesome if he was in the debate and was like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
I just want to go fast. So there was a Republican debate. It was held at the Ronald Reagan Library here in California. The St. Ronnie worship was definitely turned up to 11.
Oh, my God, with Air Force One in the background.
And, of course, at the Reagan Library, at a time when just about every fucking Republican candidate wants to go to a new war in Iran, no one mentioned that Reagan secretly armed Iran so he could fund his death squads in South America. That just didn't come up at all.
Didn't happen.
Didn't come up. Like I said, CNN.
Noriega!
They broke.
That was amazing. That was fucking amazing.
I saw the opportunity. I had to take it.
CNN initially was going to follow the formula set down by Fox News, where they do 10 of the top candidates and then the kids table of whoever's left over. Then Carly Fiorina started whining and crying.
Fuck.
And so they were like, fuck it, let's sneak Carly in. But they didn't still go with the top 10 because they didn't want to kick out Rand Paul or Chris Christie or now Scott Walker, who was actually polling above both of those guys.
Yeah.
And so CNN was like, fuck it, then we'll go 11 and 4. So,
I do want to say Chris Christie looked oddly delicious and satisfying. Like if it came down to me,
if you were starving, you had to eat somebody.
yeah, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
of
we
course. How
could.
could
I'm
you
sure
not
we could
go
feed the
Christie?
podcast for 2 weeks of Chris Christie's
That'd be
ass.
delicious barbecue.
You know he's just been stuffing himself full of delicious food, so he's got to taste great.
He weighs like 400 fucking pounds. So yeah, he's been stuffing himself with food, Steve.
I hope
That's how that works. That's how humans.
I hope it's just corn.
Slow roasted Chris like with an apple in his mouth. Oh my god.
He's probably got like one of Bobby Jindal's legs. He's like cleaning his teeth.
Motherfucker tastes like Frito Lay's. What is that? Never seen that before.
That is
Jason's test.
Jason's trying to get my phone to make noise, but my phone is recording the Periscope broadcast. So
Nice.
I thought
one.
Jason's like.
well done, Buckaroo.
I thought his test results came back. We were about to find out some shit.
Drum roll, please.
So, the kids' table was uneventful for the most part. I should mention that Governor George Pataki, another one of these guys, is polling pretty fucking close to 0. Close enough to 0 that they pretty much call it 0, I think. He might be a 1%er.
Call it. Can we
So
call
are
him-
you going in on the debate right now or just doing Clowncar?
I'm going to do a little bit of debate coverage, and then
Okay.
we're going to come back to it later because
Okay.
I have a lot.
All right, no,
of
no,
shit
you
to
do.
talk about.
2 chains.
So, but George Pataki's tax plan sounds surprisingly uncrazy in that, like in general, a lot of the Republicans right now are murmuring about how they want hedge fund guys to pay a little bit more taxes. But I just read an article today to figure out how they're lying, and it makes sense. And like what they're using a trick of the language to switch. What they're doing is they're doing a tax cut on capital gains, but a tax increase on carried interest, or vice versa.
Okay.
In such a way that hedge fund guys will still get a massive tax cut, but they'll pay a little bit more taxes on one of the versions of their income stream. So all that has to happen is these guys like restructure their investments and restructure their payout system, and they got a ginormous tax cut.
Stay getting money, don't
So
you?
all these Republican motherfuckers, when you start hearing them talk about hedge fund guys, how these hedge fund guys are paying close to nothing, they should pay their fair share. It's bullshit. And all you got to do is read the math, if they actually have math written down. Whereas guys like Donald Trump, he doesn't write down any policies.
Donald Trump, show your work.
The only policy he has anything written down on his website as of 48 hours ago when I checked last, his issues page is immigration. That's it. There's not buttons that don't
black
work.
and white, clear as crystal.
There's not buttons that don't work that want to talk about like defense or tax policy or this, that. Like, there's no buttons, there's no nothing. You hit the issues button and it goes, immigration! And that's it. And it doesn't have any fucking details. It's still like, we're going to build a beautiful wall with a golden door in the middle of it.
Donald Trump has an app that he's developing where it's basically Uber. Like, if you see an undocumented alien, they just pick him up and escort
No, you
him
just
back.
hold your phone up. It's like a QR code. You just hold your phone up. If their skin is brown enough,
Yeah.
it automatically starts broadcasting the feed to the Department of Homeland Security, and the app is only going to cost like $4 trillion to build.
That's all.
This
man.
motherfucker's too brown.
So I'm going to get into some details, and I'm going to start with Carly Fiorina. When we come back to this, I want your guys' opinion. Who won this thing?
Her expression.
We all lost, but we'll talk about that later.
Just taking. I didn't watch the JV debate.
I tried to suffer through most of it yesterday, and I was like, fuck it. I couldn't do any more, dude.
Yeah, I watched. So I watched most of the varsity starting squad, and
You didn't watch the whole thing?
I didn't watch the whole thing
It
because
got really, really good at the end where they tried to they had to come up with their Secret Service names.
oh yeah, I saw
You
that.
can't come up with your own fucking Secret Service name.
That shit was hilarious. What was True
Like
Heart?
what? Yeah,
Was that-
True Heart.
That was
or
the
like,
Chris Christie's.
Yeah.
My first thought was the angioplasty heart. Like maybe should have been his
New heart.
Beef Heart.
new heart.
Beef Heart.
Beef heart would have been a good one.
Oh my
Yeah, we should have took
bro.
time. We should have taken time to talk about this because we could have come up with better names
You
for them
can't
all.
give yourself nicknames. You can't.
By the end of this podcast, every single one of us is going to have to come up with your Secret Service code name if you were POTUS.
Okay, no
But
problem.
who do you think won, really? Before I tell you the truth.
Fucking Bush won, dude. Jeb Bush won.
You think Jeb won it?
Yeah,
Interesting. Sean?
Fiorina.
Fiorina?
Yeah.
she got the people's vote. for
Producer
sure.
P-Pants?
Wasn't watching.
You're just elbow deep and not concerned?
Couldn't get that
No, so
Couldn't get that deep. Couldn't get that chicken bone.
deep. Bottomed out.
Oh man.
All right, so
Chicken bone.
I'll come back and do some more clown car shit next time around.
Let's talk about week 2 of.
Sex, baby. Oh no. Can you bring out that Fox robot for me?
Spikes the ball.
They've
Does
been
a
using that
jazzy
shit
dance.
since '87.
His
Dude,
name-
that
his-
shit's weak.
I know. Like, come step up your
Cletus?
fucking
Cletus.
How
graphic
many
game.
how many years
Like,
have they been doing that
since
same
the
fucking
80s,
glow in the
man.
dark robot, dude?
Fucking Cletus.
So week 2 happened, and it was kind of a mess, man. There was some good
That was a
games.
shit show.
It was a shit show.
Sucked for me.
Yeah.
Sucked for you.
Sucked for me.
Jay actually had a pretty
Jason
good
had a good
right?
one, and Seb had the best one.
I don't want to say I had the best one.
But let's start on. I'm going to start Thursday Night Football. I don't know if you guys watched the Broncos and the Chiefs.
Thursday.
It is apparent to everybody who has eyes that Peyton Manning is shot. Like,
He's definitely not the same. They
No.
won that
What are
game.
you talking about? He came back. He got the W.
he got the W, but only because Andy Reid's an asshole. like, so Peyton, by the luck of like Alex Smith being Alex Smith and not being able to move the team and
Yeah.
score, the Chiefs had 5 turnovers. The last one was the most costly, but
5.
Peyton's throws are late. He has to. You could see the grimace on his face when he has to chuck a long ball. It's like everything he has. Like when you're a little kid trying to throw the ball back.
Is his
into the
shoulder
infield.
just that bad? Is that what's
They-
going
they-
on? or-
those- more wobbles than a Skrillex
Yeah,
concert.
yeah,
It looks like Angry Ducks.
yeah. And, like he threw 45 passes and he got like.
Angry Ducks.
So,
You know, Angry Birds, but
I
he's throwing
know.
ducks. It's a play on Angry Birds, but he's throwing ducks.
So-
Yeah,
Catch up, John.
Come on.
Peyton was 26 of 45 for 256 yards. Like that's all you need to know. Like he used to throw for like 400 yards, and now it's just like he's not getting the ball deep. at all.
26 of 45 is not
Yeah.
that great.
No, it's not. He's not the same guy. But they're 2-0 because the Chiefs, the guy, the Peyton gets the last drive, ties it up. There's like a minute 40 left. The Chiefs get the ball back. They decide that they're gonna. Actually, it's less than a minute 40. It's like under a minute left.
Yeah, it was like at the
Yeah, it's a
garbage
very-
time.
It was like, so you're going to go to overtime. The new rules in overtime are basically that everybody gets a shot to score unless the first team scores a touchdown.
Yeah, if it's a field goal, the other team
Yeah.
gets a chance to match
But
it.
if it's a
But if someone
touchdown-
scores a touchdown, it's over, right?
So knowing that, and you have the ball with like under a minute left, just kneel down. Andy Reid decides to hand the ball off, see what they can get.
cough it up.
And Jamal Charles fumbles it, scoop, score. Game over. So that was a gift for the Broncos. I don't know. I think I picked them to win the division. No, I picked the Chargers. I don't know who you guys picked to win that division.
The Chiefs.
Bronco or Chiefs, yeah.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
So right now the Broncos are 2-0, but I think the Raiders have as good a shot as anybody to win that division. We can go into that game next.
We're going to Cleveland next week and then Chicago.
Yeah, so the Raiders coming off that getting housed by the Bengals week 1.
2-0
I'll
Bengals.
house you.
2-0 Bengals.
A very dominant 2-0
2-0,
Bengals. Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
all the joke teams of the NFL won this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Everybody.
the first time in NFL history, the Raiders, the Bucks, and the Jags won. If you bet $100 on that 3-game parlay, you won $12,000 this weekend.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Yeah.
And now betting with producer Jason.
There was so
It gets shadier every week.
So Jace, did you get a chance to watch the Raider game?
Actually, I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing. I was on the radio and I watched some of it.
I didn't get to watch because I was watching the Cowboy Eagle game was on at the same time,
Uh-huh.
and I was watching both, but I was focused on the Cowboy game. But
For show.
there was back and forth. It was like a. Why are you gonna shoot me with that?
Because you're black.
we had to lead through like 3.5 quarters.
Yeah, but it was like a back and forth, like towards the end, and
Yeah.
Carr looked impressive, man.
Real
he
good.
He looked real good. The Raiders, I think, are gonna make some noise.
That defense needs to step the fuck up, though.
Yeah, defense. Well, you can't be giving up like the Ravens never score that many points.
We gave up like almost 500 yards and we
Yeah,
still won.
So Flacco is not that great a quarterback to be getting yards like that.
I get
Super
this
Bowl MVP.
cheese-eating rat in my outfit.
you tell the Niners secondary that he's not a good quarterback.
That's true. Hey, let's talk about the Niners.
No, let's not.
Let's talk about the Niners.
We
Talk
could
about the
honestly
Niners.
just skip that one.
I turned on the TV and it was 29-3 or some shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Sean, the Niners are who we thought
They
they were.
are, yes. It was funny because after
Crown him if you want to.
after
they
week
for
1,
sure look like what we thought they were going to look like this game.
after
For sure.
week 1, it was all like shits and giggles
Well,
around
you
here
know
in the
they-
Bay Area. Like,
Yeah.
You know they beat the highly vaunted Minnesota Vikings.
They did.
in week 1,
They shut them down.
and they were going to the Super Bowl.
They were hashtag Niner Gang all over again.
That was it. They were going.
You boys talk a lot of shit.
I
You guys got the Cardinals next week. I'm gonna stay talking.
I
shit.
still say
Sean,
6
Sean,
and 10 on the Niners.
You know what we do have?
What, a quarterback?
quarterback.
No, you don't. That's debatable.
Wait, are you talking about the
We got
quarterback?
more of a quarterback than you do.
Calling
Salary-
What is it? Sacker pick.
Salary Kaepernick.
Salary Kaepernick.
Sacker pick?
Sacker pick.
It's one of the two. It's sacker pick, man. Make your choice.
Sacker pick. The offensive line of the Niners is just crumbling under any kind of
Oh,
pressure.
it's terrible.
It was bad.
Terrible.
Kaepernick didn't have that horrible of a day.
Yeah, he did.
He's always 65% completion and like a touchdown. And
Yeah, because in the
interception.
fourth quarter when he's coming from
They're playing
behind,
catch up, yeah.
he's just throwing little fucking 5-yard fucking wing passes.
At one
Whenever
point,
our offense got anything done, it was grinding it out on these long, interminably long drives. Whenever our offense didn't get anything done, it was 3 and out and let the defense fucking
You guys,
just get tired.
made the Niners secondary made Big Ben look like he was in the nightclub just grabbing ass.
dude, Ben just threw another touchdown right now.
Ben was 21 of 27 for 369
So-
and 3 TDs, so he was getting it done.
Through the first quarter, Kaepernick's stat line was 7 of 10 for 28 yards.
That's a quarterback right there. That's my quarterback.
7 of
Man.
10 for 28 yards.
I'll take
That's
Romo
impressive.
with one shoulder over that dude.
Yeah. 2 broken clavicle, just fucking going for it, and he still fucking outthrow him.
I wouldn't let Kaepernick drive me to in
How
and
many,
out, man.
how many yards did Cap run for?
backwards or forwards?
No, 'cause that's the problem
I think
with
he had
Cap.
like
is,
50 yards.
They're trying to turn him into a pocket passer, and so everyone like even listening to the game,
You
they're like,
know they're
"Oh,
not.
look how much
No,
he's
they're not.
Sean,
That's not true.
They're running the read option this
Yeah,
year.
and the other thing too, I
But they're
noticed.
also like that was the question with Cap was that like he would just panic and run for it the
Yeah.
first time he saw some
But he runs
adversity.
backwards,
but now
east and
they're
west.
like right. So
the problem.
but the whole thing like everyone's proud of Cap because he like stays in the pocket for that extra second and gets to like a number 2 or number 3 receiver.
And they still getting the delay of game, 2-minute
Yep.
warnings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm not
it was,
sold on Kaepernick.
It was
yet.
interesting.
No,
watching,
I'm not either. But
Yeah.
it's what we
watching
got.
him drop back and then find a seam to run into. His decision making is definitely impaired by his progressions. So he reads his progressions. He's looking. He finds a seam. By the time he finds a seam, there's already someone closing on him. He gets 4 or 5 yards up the field and he's down. If
Well, yeah,
that,
his
you know.
other problem is that his offensive line is collapsing in on him.
He has
Every
no.
other
There is
play.
no offensive line. It's basically us drinking while we're playing a game.
Oh
Going-
my god, bro.
Like we could all be on the offensive line with a drink in each hand, going, no, dude.
Party foul.
So that the Niners look like they are who we thought they were. Another Groundhog Day moment for Rex Ryan, popping
Oh,
off
man.
about the Patriots. Now that he's on the Bill, he's coaching the Bills. Same story. Talk a lot of shit before the game.
You won't get got.
Brady comes in. Brady comes in, eats your food, fucks your wife, doesn't clean up after himself, doesn't even
Shoots-
wipe his feet off on the
shoots
rug.
your dog.
Yeah. put your kids to bed, and then he leaves.
Didn't even spit on it first.
You know, for being such a great quarterback, Tom Brady has no nickname. Have you noticed that?
The cheater, right?
I feel like we could
He's
just
as
call him
fast as a
Tom
cheetah.
Shady.
I feel like we
Tom
could just call him
Shady's good. Tom Shady's good.
Tom Shady.
You know what?
Donald Brady or Tom Trump.
You know what the best nickname I heard? You guys might not like, but it's Teddy Bridgewater. They call him T-Mobile. I thought that was pretty. That's a good
T-Mobile?
name. T-Mobile. Yeah, that's a good name.
Oh,
Sean, that's a little bit racist.
It's a little bit racist.
You got when you say Teddy Bridgewater, you got to say it with high pitched pimp voice.
it's not racist unless it was Teddy Burner phone.
T-Boost Mobile.
He said T-Mobile, which means burner phone.
No, T-Boost Mobile.
Or Metro.
Metro
Bridgewater.
PCS.
Metro Bridgewater.
Oh shit, we're so racist.
What'd you say about Stringer Bridgewater?
Stringer.
Why are you talking on the phone? What's the rule?
Don't talk in the field.
So I had the displeasure of watching the Cowboy-Eagle game.
They won.
They won, but at what cost? Romo out.
One quarterback.
One quarterback. Romo's out now for up to 8 weeks. Probably more than 8 weeks.
Josh Whedon.
It was a horrible freaking game, dude. Like the Cowboys set a franchise record in penalties with 18.
Really?
18, and they were all
What was
like
it, 170 yards or
Yeah,
something?
it was like
Damn, that's Raiderish.
it was like 14 false starts in a row. I was just like,
In a row?
seriously? Like, come on, ref. Just like cut me some slack.
37 false starts.
Yeah.
The best part, besides beating the Eagles, I always love beating the Eagles, was holding DeMarco Murray to 13 carries, 2 yards.
Hey.
Hey, whatever. We shut down Adrian Peterson last week, bitches.
They just announced their third string quarterback is Darren McFadden. I swear to God.
Bobby
Hey,
McWho?
That's true because the Cowboys don't usually carry 3. So yeah,
Well, it looks like the Jets just put the Colts on ice for their second week in a row.
So Andrew Luck, the sexy pick to represent the FC, not getting
just,
it done.
just threw a sexy pick to the Jets, who are now leading 77.
There's 4 minutes left.
Interesting stat line. Through 2 weeks in the NFL, we're at plus 49 fumbles.
Yeah, inflated balls.
Right?
Yep. The balls are up
Tom
to
Trump
code.
had it right.
Wait a minute. You mean if you deflate the balls, you can hold on to them better?
That's right.
That's what,
Oh, my God.
That's what Brady Trump has been trying to tell
that's
you.
been John's experience.
Oh.
So let's talk about the Sunday night game.
Sunday night game, which I didn't quite get to watch in its entirety. I watched it mostly from my mobile phone.
NFC Championship rematch.
Yeah, exactly. It lived up to the hype pretty much. I mean, it was a good game. It was back and forth. The Packers took the lead. Seattle took the lead back. Packers relinquished the lead. Packers did exactly what they needed to do. They played with a lot of heart, and they played.
Did you see Aaron Rodgers' stat line in the fourth quarter?
I did not.
He was 9 for 9 for 91 yards and a touchdown. Like it's like really. Like,
He was 12 for 9.
and he banged him Olivia Munn in
Yeah.
one play. He's just like, all right, I gotta go here real quick.
You know, watching
Who's that dude from the Seahawks dating that he's not banging?
Sierra,
Who banged her?
Future, the rapper.
No.
She has a kid in Future.
I mean on Sunday.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers banged her.
that, oh man,
He had a threesome with Munn and Sierra.
damn.
And God.
No, but the best part,
he
that
is-
was the best part, was Aaron Rodgers trolling Russell Wilson.
Yeah, that was hardcore trolling. He's, I guess, this week God's a Packer fan.
No, it was in the press conference after the game,
Right.
right? And he said, like, someone asked him something. I didn't see the question.
Well, last
but I saw his
year-
response. He's like, I just give it all up to God. And I think
Well, Russell
this
was
week,
running
like,
smack last year.
Well, it
after
wasn't smack. He said God
Godsmack.
wanted
Yeah.
us to win. You know, it was
Yeah.
hard fought or whatever.
I am a golden god!
And then this week, what Aaron Rodgers said is, like, I guess God's a Packer fan.
Yeah.
This
No,
week.
but there was some lines before then where he's like, I give God the credit, and like I think this week God was a Packers fan. Like he took it further than just saying,
Yeah, and,
God's a Packers fan.
You know, Brady has the numbers that prove he's a great quarterback,
Yeah.
right? Romo has great numbers as a quarterback. Aaron Rodgers definitely gets his fair share of love, but he may be the most complete quarterback currently playing.
Oh
in the
yeah,
NFL.
absolutely. I mean, I can't argue that at all.
The way he reads defenses, carves them up. He hardly makes mistakes.
No.
His weird little read head moves that he gives to his receivers is crazy to me. Like that's how they communicate on the fly. And then his mobility. So 4 or 5 times he escaped good pressure with the pocket collapsing, especially on his right side where he has a second string right tackle blocking for him, and he was able to suss that out the whole time, drop back, make his reads, drop forward into the pocket, throw a pass.
So
and
here's the thing I'll say. Aaron Rodgers is built like a quarterback, though. Brady and Romo are not. Oh, what is going on here? This is some weird shit. Like,
You're gonna smell like getting arrested.
I'm not being dramatic.
Aaron Rodgers looks like a quarterback's supposed to look. He's got the physical ability and the gifts.
How many years has Aaron Rodgers been in the league?
As many as Alex Smith, because they got drafted the
7?
same year.
7.
And the Niners passed
Seven.
on Aaron
7.
Rodgers.
So Aaron Rodgers is like seriously
6 or
coming
7.
into his own.
Nancy
dude.
just told me why I got to bring up old shit.
Well, you know what, the funny thing about that is Mark McCarthy, the now Green Bay coach, was the offensive coordinator for the 49ers.
You talking about the guy from Smash Mouth?
Yes. He was the offensive coordinator for the 49ers during that draft, and he encouraged the Niners to pass on Aaron Rodgers.
Which was...
And ironically, he's
Well
his
played.
coach now.
He played the long game, is what happened.
Yeah, that's what it was. He's like, I know I'm going to end up.
That's a long
he's like,
run.
I'm going to end up in Green Bay, and I want this guy in like 5 years.
Shit is chess, not checkers.
Yep. Fuck you, Mike Nolan.
God, bro.
Aaron Rodgers is so chill.
Oh fuck. Anyway, there's
Tell me about this
that's the-
redneck asshole, Steve.
okay. There's this dude, right? Oh no, Scott Layton. His name's spelled Lattin. I want to say Latin, but I think it's Layton.
Sean, have you read this story?
Layton.
I have not.
After one paragraph, Steve, don't give up the goods. We got to guess the state.
Okay.
Go.
Scott Layton received almost $6,000 in online donations after claiming his truck had been defaced and vandalized by people from the Black Lives Matter
Bama.
movement.
It was the blacks.
Bama.
Yeah, this vehicle was spray
Going
painted
Bama?
with
Okay.
"Fuck your flag,
Texas.
your family, your feelings, your faith,
Yeah.
and Black Lives Matter."
I feel like that's too clunky. A black man wouldn't have come up with that. Only a white man would think that rhymes.
Yeah. Is this supposed to rhyme?
Or the cadence is just so far off that
Yeah,
like,
it's definitely not a rap cadence.
I'm going. Is it not Texas?
Hold on,
Okay.
it's Texas.
is it?
Yeah, it is Texas.
I was going to go Indiana. Thank goodness. I mean, Texas.
Layton began to receive support from some online before police noticed conflicting details in his report, which led him to realizing Layton was the culprit behind the crime. Layton previously wrote "Police Lives Matter" on the rearview mirror of his pickup truck and claimed his vehicle was targeted by Black Lives Matter.
Silver
He's
Black
saying
Lives
they
Matter.
needed support so they could feel what they do, putting their lives on the line every day, Layton told KDFW Fox 4 News after the graffiti appeared. "It's the only truck we have, and because of this now, it's totaled." Layton, a veteran, was able to collect insurance money for the damages and also about $6,000 in
That's fraud.
GoFundMe money.
That's even more fraud.
The page has now been deleted, obviously.
I thought GoFundMe like changed their rules so people can't do this kind of shit.
I don't know when that went into effect, but whatever. Basically,
It went into effect for Kim Davis
Well,
before Kim Davis. So
the funny thing is,
it's supposed to be their policy.
there was actually an investigation around it, which I don't think he expected.
Yeah.
So I think he
Well,
overshot.
he's dumb enough to do this. He didn't.
Right,
yeah.
he didn't think that they'd inspect it. There was differences in his story, and the cops sussed it out a little bit and said, "Wait a minute, you made all this shit up," and now he owes somebody $6,000. What he did basically was
There's a lot of people.
Well, and-
no, if you shut down the GoFundMe, it just doesnesn't clear their card, kind of thing.
it had already cleared. He had already received the money,
Oh shit!
including
What a dummy.
local auto body places like Vaughn. Like, we'll help you. We'll fix it for you for free. So what they noticed was, for one, he had the painting on his vehicle. Two, and that was in one report. In the second report, he claimed that they also stabbed up the interior, which
Right.
wasn't on the first one.
Oh yeah, no, he like the cops like had taken pictures of the interior.
Exactly.
And then he came back. He's like, I want some new seats in this bitch.
Yeah, exactly. And they're like, wait a minute.
Wait, he did that after they.
Yeah.
So because it's on GoFundMe and all of those little people contributed, is that multiple cases of fraud?
Many, and across state lines.
Well, it's a
So federal.
we can take this shit federal,
it's
motherfucker.
it'll be interesting to see what happens. It's a new precedent that's being set.
This
you
is
know?
like that scene when Denzel's popping the bullets out of the clip in front of Snoop.
Yeah.
It's like, we're gonna take your ass federal. It's 10 years for every single
This
bullet.
takes
He's
me
like,
back to Kill a
That's 10 right
Mockingbird.
there. That's 20 right there. You want to tell me something? That's 30 right there.
This is To Kill a Mockingbird,
What do you mean?
where like you just made up some shit. Like the black guy did it.
Oh yeah,
That's what happened, but it didn't happen.
this is the story of America, man. We've been doing this for like 400 years.
I don't want. Here's the thing: I have a problem with. I have a problem with him in general. But like, if you go on social media,
Who's that sultry red broad on the television screen?
Black Lives Matter and police. That's not the same thing. We're not talking about the same thing.
Well, no, they've been trying to demonize Black Lives
Yes.
Matter on Fox News, on CNN, on NBC, on every. They've been trying
And
to figure out a way.
Your friends on social media that are so-called conservatives, they buy into that shit.
No, and they found like a cop that got shot
Yeah.
by a white dude that believes in like "Don't tread on me" or some shit like that,
Oh,
or
fuck.
that got caught that got shot off a drug deal.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's all this Black Lives Matter stuff, and it's like, I want to have this discussion with a right winger someday. I wish one of them. I wish they would. Because I'd be like,
I wish
oh,
they
do
I
you-
wish a
He just got
winger.
black. He was like, I wish you. I wish
no, no,
I
because-
wish. I wish.
I wish a winger would. I wish a winger would.
I wish a winger.
a winger. No, because if I'd be like, do you think the Black Lives Matter is having an effect on the number of cops that are being shot this year? And they'd be like, absolutely. I'd
We
be
got
like,
stats.
I'd be like, that's good because this is the safest fucking year for cops since like 1928. You
know
fucking
why?
dipshit.
Because they're shooting the shit out of black people and nobody's going near them.
Because they're running from cops
Yeah,
and
'cause
getting shot in the back.
Cops are leading the league in shooting black people this year. It's like they just passed the clips. Like it's fucking crazy.
To be fair,
Chicago,
I don't think
yeah.
they passed the Crips.
Yeah,
No,
I don't know. Chicago's still kind of running.
No, that's
Good.
called Chirac. actually.
Chirac, keep it
Chirac.
real.
Good news for me is there's a lot of single black women out there.
Oh, that's
Hey,
punishment.
hey,
booze.
hey,
Give him the gun. Hey, empty
No,
the clip on that
that's-
Empty the
motherfucker.
clip.
That's punishment booze.
Black Lives Matter.
Black lives matter.
Fuck. And then he took it. Oh, no.
Was that? We're all gonna get
Hey.
pulled over tonight. And get,
You just got wet up, son.
it's all fun and games till you get shot by a cop for smelling like
Now
that
I gotta
rat
wet
shit
ya.
tequila.
Sick fantasies, Nancy. Technology over
That's what
here.
you get for being a racist.
Hey, go fund yourself.
You know what? Now let's stick the shot glasses on that for the
Jesus
punishment
Christ,
booze.
now this Raider shirt smells like a real Raider shirt.
That Raider shirt is hella authentic
Smells
now.
like victory.
We're watching the clock countdown here on Monday Night
Look
Football.
at Andrew Luck.
I'll
He
tell
does
you-
not look so lucky.
Let's take a break. Let's watch the last minute 52, and then we'll come right back. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sounds like a plan.
Gross.
Okay, where are we on the podcast?
Black sounding for me.
Are we coming right back into politics?
No, we're coming back to or not.
Oh, thank
no,
God.
No, we're not. We're coming back to me.
Clowncar, yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
Fuck. Here we go, listeners and Periscope viewers. 15 minutes of straight awesome politic talk. What do we got, John?
Release the Kraken.
I asked all of y'all who you thought won. Y'all had some dumb shit to say. According to the only people who matter, which is Republican primary voters, which as far as I can tell is Drudge website poll, Donald Trump won.
Well, he stay winning.
Yeah. No, in the aggregate, 3 days later when they shut the poll down, he had like 51%.
Yeah, I mean that's just because America's stupid.
No. Not America.
Don't
Republican
say that
primary
about-
voters.
Well, wingers.
Yes.
Wingers are
Wingers.
stupid.
That band's awesome.
Like
So-
Kip is running shit right now.
In general, Trump is still a nincompoop. I'm not going to talk about him unless
what'd you call me?
Nincompoop.
Okay.
Unless he says something newsworthy. So next candidate. Second in line for the win is Carly Fiorina. Everyone in the establishment and writing on websites and whatnot wants to say that Carly Fiorina won because they want to knock Donald Trump off his podium. And I think that they all think that Carly Fiorina doesn't have staying power because Carly Fiorina doesn't have staying power. One of the things that an interesting little tidbit, Ted Cruz's super PAC gave Carly Fiorina $500,000 just to keep her in the race so she can say mean shit about Hillary Clinton in a woman's voice instead of Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz's super PAC gave Carly Fiorina $500,000.
Every time I
Just
hear
to keep her
super,
in the race.
I gotta say, every time I hear Super PAC though, I just think of Super Pac, and no, it's different.
It's
but
like Tupac but 50 feet tall.
just with a cape.
I think of Super Pac-Man. Where you like the special power pellets and he
That's
gets
right.
bigger.
So there is a
Make a solid
vast
point.
right-wing conspiracy to keep banging away at Hillary with a shrill voice.
Don't banging and Hillary not in the same sentence.
Bad choice of words. John.
The reason people think Carly Fiorina won is because she stood up to the bully Donald Trump, and her line was, he said, "Look at her face. Can you imagine people voting for that face?" Which, in political discourse, that's an impolite thing to say.
In life, that's
On this podcast, Carly Sneed,
Straight up.
her maiden name is Sneed, so she's a fucking Dr. Seuss character. She's like a company-destroying monster named Sneed.
Shout out to Sam Sneed.
Right there, that's good. I just put a picture of a cat making a funny
So,
face.
so Carly Sneed hyphen Fiorina while it's impolite.
Fear Arena.
Fear Arena.
2 chicks enter, 1 chick leaves.
While it's impolite,
Why y'all making it sexist? Is this?
While it's impolite to talk about what her face looks like in politics, I feel like in the real world we can talk about what her face looks like, which I think the work that she's had done is passable.
Right?
Possible for what? A gremlin?
A lizard person trying to wear a human
flea
skin. Yes, she's a very attractive flea stack.
Yeah, she is.
So so she said that
He's not running.
Nicaragua.
Wait, stop saying that. You guys are so racist. What kind of Aragua?
Nicaragua.
What? Fucking racist, man.
Don't get your knickers in a bunch.
my Nicaragua.
That's my knicker, son.
Oh, I hate all of you.
We're getting away with it.
Seriously.
We're getting away with it.
All right. So Donald Trump said shitty things about her face, and what she said was, I think women all over this country heard very clearly what Mr. Trump said. And then the audience erupted.
Yeah,
and
she got the sympathy vote.
Yeah, and Donald Trump smirked, and then he came away with 51% of the fucking vote. So, meh. I want to talk about Carly Fiorina and Hewlett-Packard.
Okay.
Can we do that real quick?
Sure. We're local to San Jose.
Yeah, because we all live in the Bay Area, and we all are in the Silicon Valley, and anyone here, when you say the words Carly Fiorina before this presidential run, because she also tried to buy a Senate seat back in 2008?
I don't know, but just make this segment compact.
I can't.
It took you a second.
Oh, compact with a
Oh,
kid?
yeah. I'm dumb.
All right, so
The Presario of the United States.
the way that she spins her tenure at HP is pretty fucking amazing. So the truth of the matter is, she took over in 2000 or 2001. She was fired in 2005 after 5 or 6 years in control, after buying Compaq computers for $19 billion. That was a stupid fucking thing to do. But she walked away with a $21 million severance package in addition to the 20 or 25
That she made while she was there, yeah. During
pay and pension and bonus and stock options and all that shit. So all told, for all of her time at HP, she walked away with around $100 million, right?
Yeah.
She basically cut the entire... After she spent $20 billion buying another company, she cut the whole fucking thing in half.
Lot of mercy.
She lost 50% of her
But not
investors'
her
earnings.
Not her money.
No, her investors.
Yes.
That's how it works. You fuck your shareholders, then you get paid, son.
Go fund yourself.
Go find yourself.
What she likes to say, and these are like her cherry pick statistics. She says, we doubled the size of the company. No, stupid, you bought a big failing Compaq and you fired tens of thousands of people from both companies. Like, they laid off 30,000 people right after they bought Compaq because Compaq was failing. HP was floundering after she took it from IT services into, fuck it, let's make hardware. Oops, bad move. And so, like, she fired 30,000 people in one fell swoop. But yeah, she did double the size of the company because she bought another giant company. So when you take two companies and you call them one company, you double the size.
You take the East End massive
and the West End massive.
Yeah,
So
massive.
that's what she means when she says they doubled the size of the company. She also says we quadrupled its top line growth rate. No, stupid, you bought another company and you added to the overall measurement.
Stop lying.
So
Let's not call her names.
she's stupid. She says we quadrupled the cash flow. Again, when you measure one company against two, you get a bigger number with two. And also when you're selling hardware instead of software, you have different metrics.
Yeah, but part of
and
this...
earnings went down overall. In addition, they fired a ton of fucking people. She fucked her shareholders to the tune of 50% of their value. But yeah, revenue went up because you spent $20 billion on another company.
But in all fairness, John, this was kind of when she was at Lucent, right? This is very similar to the AT&T Lucent merger in terms of...
Yeah, she fucked them too.
Yeah, but in the long run, that worked out.
Oh my God, bro.
It really did.
That means drink.
It really did. They just acquired DirecTV.
Okay, so AT&T in general, like the AT&T Lucent deal is entirely separate, and I honestly haven't done a lot of research on it, but there's a lot of quibbles about that.
Right.
HP was when she came into her own as a real CEO.
Right,
And
right.
that's what she's talking about when she's
But
running for
I'm
president.
saying she's modeling it off of something she was present for at her previous company. And, well, it
No,
did...
what she's talking about in her presidential run is HP.
Right, yeah. I'm just giving it some historical perspective, if you will, as to why she made that move in the first place to purchase and acquire Compaq.
Yeah, but it was a stupid decision, and that's what your CEOs are supposed to do is make smart decisions.
Right, it was. It doesn't always work to acquire another company.
And it only cost all her shareholders many, many, many billions of dollars and 30,000 or 40,000 or 70,000 or I don't know because HP just the
and
day
30,000
the
jobs,
day
right?
of the debate, HP made an announcement that what was it? How many?
And nobody bought that.
Can we
28 to
30,000 or so?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or, can
Under
we get
Meg
John
Whitman-
some sort of a towel or something? Oh, don't. Oh,
We need more towels.
Oh, oh.
No, Meg
I bet
Whitman.
it smells terrible.
Meg Whitman, who also tried to buy a California Senate seat,
Right.
is the current CEO of HP, and they had to lay off another 30,000 people.
So that's
So
60,000.
this shit still has not stopped. And like when you think of technology companies, like when I say Cisco, what do you think?
Systems.
system.
Yeah, you think
I think John Chambers.
No, you think like networking shit
Yeah.
and big business shit, and
Yeah.
that's what they do. When I say IBM, what do you think? You think like cloud computing and
Yeah.
IT services, and like you
Those
can't go buy a
stupid
fucking
commercials.
IBM laptop. When I say HP, what do you think? You think fucking overpriced
I s-
printers
I
that nobody
see-
wants to fucking buy.
When you say-
and you think of squidgy fucking plastic laptops
When
that
you say
everyone
that,
throws
I
away.
think of a warehouse full of shit that nobody wants.
Nobody bought that.
Tony
That's
thinks
what I
the-
think of.
That's the real
Tony
legacy
thinks
of Carly
That's
Fiorina.
exactly
the
what I
thong
think
song.
of.
I just want to say that.
I think of landfill like ET video games from Atari. That's what I think of.
Nobody bought that Beats laptop either. That was HP.
The Beats laptop.
Yeah, it was HP.
Where are the Zunes buried?
Donk, donk,
My
donk,
house.
donk.
So number 3, if you want to call him number 3, was Ben Carson.
Since
Ben Carson.
There it is. Came in third according to most post-debate polls. He mentioned his tax plan, which I went to his website and I looked it up. It's not a paragraph. Here's his entire, this is in full, this is a fucking quote off his website. We need a fairer, simpler, and more equitable tax system. Our tax forms should be able to be completed in less than 15 minutes. This will enable us to end the IRS as we know it. End quote.
Dollar bill, yo.
That's it.
What the
That's
fuck?
all he's fucking got.
Wow.
Number 3 in the debate, that's what he's got on his website. There's not a
3.
fucking PDF that you can link to that you can look up and like try and figure out how he's putting the numbers together. He's not putting any fucking numbers together. This dude is Donald Trump on taxes. He's just like, taxes be hard. We should make them simple.
Wait, that was kind of racist right there.
That was kind of racist.
I was trying to do redneck. Did I
But
come off as black?
You said be hard though.
Taxes be hard.
That's a yeah.
Punish
No, you're good, but
No,
still.
It is
Upside
Ben
down.
Carson.
I got
Just
both
big-
eyes on you now.
Like I'm watching you.
I'm
All
watching
right.
you.
Well, I have to say a lot of shit about Ben Carson. So,
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Sean, look over there.
I'm not protecting him just because he's black. If he's a fucking asshole, he's an asshole.
That's literally what's on his website as far as the tax system. Apparently, and this is like from what we hear him talking about on talk shows, he believes in a biblically inspired flat tax of 10 to 15%, like tithing, which is a massive increase for poor people
Massive.
and a massive decrease for rich people. For
Does he really though?
what?
Does he really?
That's what he says. He won't flesh out any details
But
because
that's my
Booyaka
point.
shot.
I don't think he has any details. I don't
'Cause you
think
could-
he's
you
thought
could-
enough
You
about
could just
it.
get up there and say a bunch of shit.
Ben Carson, Ben saying a bunch of shit.
during the debate, while he was talking about taxes, he said that he's also
Yes.
evaluating Huckabee's fair tax. Huckabee's idea of a fair tax is a consumption tax. It's just sales tax. There's no income tax. There's no capital gains.
It's
there's
what
no
you buy,
carried
what you
interest.
use.
It's just what you spend. So like a guy like Warren Buffett, who's worth what, like 60, 70 billion dollars right now, would pay like
Which is stupid.
.0000000%
I got that in my
tax.
bank account right
and
now.
You
everyone
got a bunch of zeros in your
no,
bank.
and every single person in the country making less than $30,000 would pay the absolute maximum income tax. So it's like you tax the poor people as much as you possibly can, and rich people get to skate if they're spendthrifts.
And the poorest people are gonna vote for these fucking assholes.
That's the funniest thing to me.
not the poorest, the dumbest, but they also might be poor.
Yeah.
Because like I think was it Mark Twain that said like there are no poor people in America. There are only temporarily inconvenienced millionaires. Because everyone thinks you're going to be rich someday.
Right.
It's like,
Hey, I'm
no
inco-
fucker, not if these guys get in charge.
We're all inconvenienced like a motherfucker right now.
I'm inconvenienced as shit.
I got some ideas though.
You got some knobs.
He said, in general, when it comes
Fat
to
plugs.
so he was talking about Huckabee's fair tax. In general, this is incredible to hear, but Trump is a little bit right on this one. What he's saying, at least. All right, that's enough. Whenever Jason plays a song, we all have to dance. You have to watch on Periscope if you want to see my titties bounce. Trump is actually right because he says that he wants to make hedge fund guys pay more taxes. But Jeb Bush also says the same thing, but Jeb Bush is actually stupid enough to put numbers out there. And you're like, I see what you did there. I see the trickery with the math. I don't think Donald Trump is smart enough to do that. I think he actually might want hedge fund guys to pay a little bit more, which would be fucking outstanding.
That would be.
So it's one of those things where I'm like, when you hear all of the candidates saying that hedge fund guys should pay more, I'm like, are you listening, Mitt Romney?
Okay, but wait, John.
Yeah.
In Trump's book that he put out 3 years ago, don't.
Are you
going to
try and hold him to what he said sometime ever?
I am going to
None of
try
that
and hold him.
matters.
I'm just saying.
None of it matters.
He's saying like the richest of the rich should pay 15% and the poorest of the poor should pay 0%, which is pretty much what they pay right now. But he's saying it tops out at 15%, which is actually lower than most Republican plans.
That's all fine and good if you want to run like a $2 trillion deficit every year.
I agree.
Or completely obliterate the military or delete Social
I
Security.
completely agree, but that's what he put in his book about how he thinks that the tax thing should go.
That's because he's a stupid motherfucker.
I know, but that's what his numbers are.
You can't hold him to what he said because he's
Trump's
stupid.
always lying.
I know he's stupid, but I'm just saying, like, he's not putting in actual numbers now, but in his book, that's what he put out.
Why are
because
you
he's
making
dumb.
me defend Donald Trump?
Loud noises!
I don't want to defend him.
Because it's funny.
Actually, that's not true. I want Donald Trump
You
to
do.
be the
You've
fucking
said that.
nominee.
You've been on
I
record
want
saying
him to
that.
be the nominee. And I don't see anything that he said.
Tony said that his numbers are racist.
Tone, you the man.
I don't see anything that Donald Trump has said that violates
Poke chop.
some version of Republican dogma.
Oh no!
To this day,
I think Trump's an idiot, and I think if his tax plan that he put in his little book, which I
I'm
can't
just
remember,
afraid
is
that
it's
motherfucker's
ridiculous.
going to luck out and win.
No,
That's my fear. Like,
in
if
every
he's-
election, I come down like this. I want Bernie to get it. I want Bernie to beat Hillary. And if Bernie goes up against Trump and Bernie wins, okay, we got a shot.
what
Bernie's
if-
not going to be able to get shit done. He's just going to make the case finally.
What if Trump fucking wins?
Yes. You know what's going to happen? In 4 years, America will realize, okay, we're done. Fine. This shit's over.
Ow.
Trickle down doesn't work. Like, let's be all done. And then we'll finally get
You
our
ever see
Bernie.
The Dead
or
Zone with Christopher Walken? Like, you're going to have Trump with his finger on the button, dude.
the birds are in the air.
Dude,
The birds are in the
He's going to
air.
blow us the fuck up, man.
Do you know who
All
I
right.
am?
Marco Rubio came in third or fourth, depending on who you ask, because he didn't make a complete ass of himself, and he's still polling above 3%.
I'm done with my cocktail.
So here's the question. I already asked you guys who won. You were all wrong. It was all Donald Trump.
He won according to the polls, but I mean, my personal opinion, you didn't specify.
Thank you, Dan.
Was that,
No, I'm saying your opinion's wrong.
well, your opinion's wrong.
No, I just
Prove
told
it.
you why
All
my
right, you guys
opinion's
whip it
right.
out.
Prove it.
See who's bigger.
No, I'm just fucking with you. And honestly, you said Jeb won.
Yeah, he did. He came out of left field with that shit.
Here, top of the list of who lost.
Jeb!
Jeb.
I'm sorry.
Jeb and the All-Stars.
Jeb! Jeb!
Jeb and the holograms. lost.
Because he didn't distinguish himself. He needed to squash Trump. He needed to be
Jeb-
Mothra to
did
Trump's Godzilla.
It's so fucked up because Jeb was tailor-made to be the candidate for the Republicans. Like,
He
he's
still
got
is, and he's probably
got
still
the
going to
pedigree,
win.
but nobody's fucking with him. Nobody's
This
checking for him.
motherfucker is 4 points above Walker right now.
Yeah.
4 percentage points.
The guy who dropped out, he's 4 points
Trump
ahead.
is at 30-something.
That's what I'm like. You fucked up nepotism to its finest. Like,
Trump is at 30-something. Ben Carson's at like 20-something. Carly Fiorina's creeping up into the high teens.
If your last
Jeb
name-
is 3
Hey,
points against
if your
above
la-
Scott Walker,
if your
who
last name is
left
Bush
yesterday.
you're supposed to be able to walk into the White House with like nothing. Like, hey, yo, bitch, I'm
That's
here.
what everybody
I'm
thought.
home.
Ben did not help his numbers this week when he came out and denounced any
White people.
Muslim being.
How do you figure?
Well, it's not going to help him,
No, it is going to help him.
Joe says it looked like you're about to have a heart attack.
according to Periscope. It looks like you're about to have a heart attack.
Nice recovery, John. Just a pork chop.
I feel like that's going to hurt him.
No, it's going to help him. They hate Muslims.
So do you. So.
They hate Mexicans.
You hate Muslims?
They hate black people.
John-
Like, that's a plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben Carson is a black guy that hates black guys. That's like a double threat.
He's like the double threat.
He's the Alan West of the Republican Party, dude.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's going to hurt his numbers.
Next loser, Ted Cruz, came off as a smarmy, dishonest asshole because he is a smarmy, dishonest asshole.
True.
Next.
Chris Christie needs to be much stronger than 2.3%.
Or hit a treadmill.
Just He needs to be much stronger than 2.3% nationally to weather the legal storm when his staff from New Jersey either rats him out or goes to prison.
Delicious.
That's coming.
Do you feel like Chris Christie's running for president or walking for
I
president?
feel like he's, dude, he's in a rascal rolling for president.
I think Sean just won the podcast right now.
Come on, I had the rascal line. Fuck you.
I want to see Christie get elected just so he can convert Air Force One into Wiener One. Make it look like the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
Wiener Force One, and it's like bendy. It bends up with the
It just doesn't even get off the ground. It's a bus. It's just a flying
It's got wings. It kind of does this.
It's Soul Plane.
No, they have to swap out Air Force One for a cargo fucking C-17 to lift Christie off the ground.
Instead of champagne at the celebration, they just squeeze a mustard bottles out.
Just Christie the Hut rolling in his rascal down the fucking aisle. All right, so yeah, but like seriously, his staff is either going to go to prison or they're going to rat him out, which is like, so it's a theoretically, if Christie were number one in the polls right now, everyone would be like worrying about like, is Bridget going to rat him out? Are they going to say, is the guy from the fucking Port Authority going to say Christie told me to do it? Because then he goes to prison.
I think if Christie wants to be president, he should have to complete the presidential fitness challenge that we all did in like high school.
Like, you got to get over that wall, motherfucker. You got to clear that hurdle.
One pull up, that's all you're gonna give me.
Yeah,
Number 5, Rand Paul said a few non-crazy things about marijuana and foreign policy. The problem is that Rand Paul's base, which is Ron Paul's base, they're true believer Ayn Rand, Alex Jones folks, and he's already sinned against them enough that I think they all checked out. That's why his poll numbers are nothing. He's gone.
That's why Trump's dominating, because this is a bunch of
Apple fell too far from the tree, whatnot. I don't know.
For the throne, man.
Scott Walker, who this is what I wrote about Scott Walker before he dropped out. I said he's an empty suit filled with Koch brothers money and sweat. His shit doesn't translate nationally. And the problem is
that was me on Saturday.
The problem is that Scott Walker, he owns all the newspapers in Wisconsin. Like, he doesn't actually own them. He just controls them. He has a ton of influence.
Yeah.
And so all the newspapers covered Scott Walker really favorably in Wisconsin. As soon as that shit broke nationally, people are like, fuck you, pal. They're not buying his shit because they're actually learning about what he did.
Me and Sean just started a new rap group called the Koch Brothers.
Hell yeah.
The Koch Brothers. Is there an apostrophe in brothers?
Hey, we just bought a bando. We doing shit.
There is a Z though.
It just fired Scott Walker, so you got a lot of money to spend somewhere.
Yep.
John Kasich, he still scares me the most, but he's too reasonable for the party. He's still polling in fucking garbage numbers. Like, his tax plan makes like some sense. He's not a total psychopath. He said Kim Davis is stupid and should do her fucking job. Like, he's a reasonable guy, but he also took some of that Obamacare money, which means it's probably too extreme, dude. You fucked yourself.
The good news is Arnold Schwarzenegger is now the host of Celebrity Apprentice.
You're fired. You're fired.
You're fired.
Get down to the chopper.
That's the Donald Trump effect, the Schwarzenegger effect that I'm worried about with Donald Trump. Because remember, when he was our governor,
the best thing that could happen is Donald Trump wins it, man.
Yeah, he's gonna win it.
He's going to win it.
No, he's not.
He's going to win the primary.
I'm putting down another fucking marker. It's Jeb.
He's going to win it.
It's Jeb.
Jeb! He's not going to win it because the way that they set this up is that somebody who's a quote-unquote company guy is going to win. It's going to win the primary. They're not going to let him win. It's not whether or not he gets it or not. It's whether or not they let him have it.
Can they stop the force of Donald Trump?
They can, because they're all the old establishment
while,
guys.
But he's not going to win it, man.
They will do it. They'll stop him.
He's got a brand.
Donald Trump. So we're running up like everyone wants Donald Trump. Like, give us some details, Trump. Give us some details, Trump.
He's got nothing.
He has no fucking details. And
but he's got a brand. And America's
4 weeks
stupid.
from now, someone in the Republican side will notice this guy is a dipshit. He knows nothing.
Why haven't they noticed already? That's scary as already.
Because they're Republicans and they want a strong daddy. So he's playing strong daddy, which is enough for now.
Are you a strong daddy, John?
No, I'm a weak daddy.
No, you're a strong daddy.
You're a bottom daddy?
I'm not a bottom daddy, but I'm a reasonable daddy.
No. But I mean, literally, like the people who control the Republican.
Just say the Koch brothers. It's $890 million they're going to spend.
Can we have an update? Has Steb fought a Koch brother yet? Has that happened?
No.
Not so far.
I'm still willing to.
But they just saved a bunch of money they were going to give to Scott Walker, so maybe they could pick up their end of the promotion. Like, we'll put it out on the podcast.
We tag team against the Koch
They can
brothers?
reserve an arena.
I'm down, man.
Tag team match, Koch brothers. Me and Steve.
I'm down for that. We can get in shape.
I'll Coco beware that shit. Like,
All right, but you got to go full Romo, and I'm going to break your collarbone before the match.
are you with the Koch brothers?
No, I'm just saying. Let's
Okay.
make it
All
fair.
right.
Make it fair.
Let's make it reasonable.
They have evil on their side. Evil is pretty powerful. Just remember, if you didn't know.
Fiorina is the path to the dark side.
Who? Okay, so Governor Pataki,
Solid.
Rick Santorum, Ricky Bobby Jindal, Jim
outta here.
Gilmore, Miss Lindsey Graham.
Bunch of nobodies.
Dude, I watched part of the kids' table debate.
Can we call it the JV?
I could never watch football on Friday afternoon. That's what that was. It was the lights. It's still daytime.
Like the desperation as they're trying to make news, as they're trying to be strong, and like Miss Lindsay is trying to be funny, and Bobby Jindal is trying to like out racist Donald Trump, and it's like, guys, stop! You're not primetime material.
But like Trump's racism
Get the
game
fuck out.
is unmatchable. It's like
You
it's
can't.
strong.
It's
Yeah.
unfuckwittable.
No, because his thing is so here. I want to talk about Donald Trump. Like Jeb Bush has spent like 30 million of the 70 million he's got so far, right? Those are all fake numbers. Like Scott Walker has spent like 20 million of the 80 million he got, and so like fuck you, dipshits. He's walking away with the rest. But you know what? You want to know what Donald Trump has spent? Nothing. Nothing.
'Cause-
it's all free media.
Which is
He's not
crazy.
run any TV commercials.
Which is
He's
crazy.
like,
That's
he's
why I
printed
say
some
he's-
fucking flyers.
That's why I say he's going to win. Because he's made zero effort to do anything, and he's
It's too early, and it's not, dude.
When
Jeb,
Hey.
like punishment booze bet. Have we made a punishment booze bet
let's do
already?
it.
Let's
Let's
stack
do
them
it.
up. It's Jeb.
I'm going Trump. And I want to be at the.
What are we
dinner-
betting?
Punishment booze.
2 shots.
2 shots.
Sean, are you
chips.
saying he's going to win the nomination or
Yes.
win the presidency?
Win the nomination, and then to be determined. On
Wait,
the president.
who?
Trump.
5 shots on the nomination.
No,
No,
there's
not 5
no
shots.
way
I mean, on the
that
presidency.
he wins the
Well,
presidency.
not yet. Not yet. Let's see if he wins the nomination.
I say
before
he
that
wins the
happens.
nomination in a fucking landslide.
And here's what I want to be, John. This is where I want to
2
be.
shots.
John.
Air shake.
This is where I want to be.
I'm in.
I want to be at the Bush.
All right,
dinner
easy. I'm gonna
I'm
die.
in.
I'm gonna
John.
die the night of.
John, I
No,
want to be
I-
at the dinner table.
I agree with John. I'm in on that punishment booze bet.
Oh, you make a bet with Jason. I'll make
Yeah.
a bet with Sean.
Done.
Sorry,
wanna,
go ahead.
I want to be at the dinner table
I'm
when
gonna make a
Jeb
bet with the
does
devil.
not win a nomination with Daddy Bush and W. When
It's
they're
like,
just looking at him.
it's like that night in the hotel with Mitt Romney, because like those idiots thought they were going to win, and it's like, no. There's an electoral college. There's math you can do. You fucking morons. How do you think you're going to win?
because math.
Because money. Like he's just the guys. Like they've been raised. They've lived
Money,
in a
money,
bubble
money,
their entire
money.
life. Like you think that they see what we see, they don't see it because they live in a bubble their entire lives. From the
like John
moment
Travolta.
From the moment they wake up, they're surrounded by yes men and yes women.
Like
Until
Jake
the night
Gyllenhaal.
until they're tucked in bed at night, they're surrounded by people who are telling them that like they're the strongest, they're the best. Here's what we need to do.
Why
blah,
are we
blah,
down
blah.
to 4 Periscope viewers? Get back on the game.
Because I'm wearing my wife beater. They don't like my
I would.
titties.
We should have 30 for that.
I want to talk about who's the biggest loser of the Republican debate this last
shake it.
week. The Democratic Party.
Yes, because you know why?
Because they get to fucking lie unopposed
For how long?
for a month.
Yes.
Because Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who was also Hillary Clinton's
You're
campaign
saying it
chair.
wrong. Hillary.
I know. Hillary. Sorry. Debbie Wasserman Schultz is the chair of the DNC, the Democratic National Convention. She was Hillary Clinton, Hillary's.
You just called her Hillary Kitten a couple minutes ago.
I kind of like that. Hillary Kitten.
Hillary's sex kitten. That's not the case.
Okay, imagine Chris Christie wins and Fiorina's his running mate and the Leia slave outfit.
Oh, dude.
You mean Christy in the slave outfit?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I want to see that.
I'm voting Republican.
I'm not even saying Fiorina is slave Leia. I'm saying who's the little
No,
slave
Fiorina would be
Leia?
like-
Can we just for a second talk about how incorrect it is to call her Slave Leia?
Oh, that's racist.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Why?
But not
She was a fucking slave.
no,
Leia.
but not slave Leia. Who's the little thing
Dude,
that
she was
eats
slave Leia.
his tail?
Salacious Crumb.
Yeah, Salacious Crumb. That's gonna be Fiorina. Just eating
Salacious Crumb. No. Salacious Crumb has always been Ricky Bobby Jindal.
Okay.
And there is no question.
right.
There is no debate. It has always been
Or
Ricky Bobby
Gonzo.
Jindal.
Oh, what the fuck's happening? We've taken a piss on this story.
Wet T-shirt contest at the podcast.
Ooh, I just need to cool down because it's fucking hot.
Let me speak my piece on this. Debbie Wasserman Schultz is the chairman of the Democratic National Convention. She was Hillary Clinton campaign chair from 2008. She will not let the Democrats have more than 6 debates, and she's also scheduling them for the most unwatchable fucking times on television. And she's terrified because she knows that if Bernie gets up against Hillary in a debate, he's going to spank her.
He's going to crush that.
Over and over and over again.
Did you have to use spank? You could have said crush or beat or,
What?
you know.
You know what I love about Steve?
Whip.
Is he
Why
gets-
is spank more offensive
But
than
you know-
crush
hey.
or beat?
Or
Because
beat.
crush and beat both infer death, asshole.
You know what I love about Steve?
They also remind me
Is
of
he
the
gets
80s.
all like, you know how he gets.
No.
I'm trying to be sensitive, and I'm like, no, Bernie's just going to
He's
give
so
her a
full
little
of shit.
spanking.
Just
Just
'cause-
Steve's like, no, I want him to murder that bitch.
Just because your significant other listens intently to the podcast, you're always
That's
trying
not
to.
it. That's not why-
that's
no.
it. You're trying to, you know.
Explain yourself.
I was making a joke.
Yeah.
Would you prefer a spanking or a crushing or a beating?
Finger blast. Like, if you said
That's what I'm talking about.
What?
That's the fucking Esteban I know right there.
Yeah.
Debbie Wasserman Schultz is obviously scared to let Hillary Clinton in the debates. And right now, I guarantee you, like, it's not on tape.
He's going to get up Bernie finger blasting.
It's not on tape. There's no email. There is no fucking paper trail. But Hillary Clinton has told Debbie, I don't want to debate. Don't let him in here. Keep it down to 6.
Yeah.
And Debbie is holding the line. But like in New Hampshire, they had the New Hampshire Democratic Convention. She went up to speak at the podium, and the entire crowd drowned her out, saying, "We want debates. We want debates." The entire
Master
crowd
debate.
threw her entire
Master
speech.
debate. That's what they were saying, but it sounded like that.
Yeah.
But you want to know who the net fucking loser is? The Democratic Party, because no one's making a counterpoint
I said
to these assholes.
The loser of the debate was America. We lost because
The America.
The America.
The Americas.
Very nice.
All right, that's my debate
just
coverage.
it.
Leave me
All
alone.
Should we take a break? Because that was like
No,
3
dude,
segments.
it's just giving me like brain damage. It's like I had a helmet on and I
was
kept running into a wall over and over
That was
again.
a 21 minute
Oh,
segment.
we're gonna talk.
Slide
That was an
transition.
excellent transition and segue into what we're talking about.
Who's actually the most ham-fisted transition?
Well, if you know Steve, he's ham-fisted. Look at them hands, dude. Like, who
They're like little hams.
wants
Ham
that
hands.
inside of him? Like, it's just a.
Ham hand Steve.
That's not what fists are for, unless you're a deviant, man.
I've
Think-
seen,
Sean,
I've seen
Sean,
some
Sean.
videos. These mitts might work.
In general,
He
when-
doesn't even wear mitts when he plays softball.
in general, when dealing with most Homo sapiens, think dicks or fingers or tongues. Fists are kind of a varsity move. Most people aren't into that.
It's a varsity. It is. It's a. Yeah, it's a varsity.
It takes work
Just
and
in general.
dedication.
It takes 2 to make
And
a thing go
a
right.
lot of saliva.
It's not
It
an
takes two
insult.
to
It's
make
not
a
an
thing go
insult.
right.
It's not an insult to a person to say his fist is too big for people to want that inside of him, because most people's fists are too big for people to want.
But
them inside
babies
of
come
them.
out of there.
No, that's it. Okay, we're done. Moving on.
Wow, that's true.
Nope.
No, babies do come out of there.
Yeah.
Moving on.
You cannot deny that.
Sean, rally up. Let's go. Let's
Okay.
go. Let's move.
So, speaking of ramming shit into shit,
There's your transition, Steve.
There it is.
so
Speaking of, good old fashioned speaking of.
So there was a study done at Boston University, and they exhumed some former NFL players that have passed away.
Everyone dies, you know.
You're so wrong, Jason. So a total of 87 out of the.
I feel like every time he hits that fucking button, it should be punishment booze, Sean. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I didn't want to interrupt
disagree
you,
with
but
you because I think that's why we hired him.
John,
to do exactly that.
John,
thing.
right now you're an 11. I need you to be at a 7.
I think that's why we hired Jason
I
to
need
do
you to
the
be at a
exact
12.
same.
Jason, right now you're at a 24. I need you at a 3.
So a total of
what she
87 out of 91 former NFL players' body, like brains that they examined, tested positive for brain disease.
Wait, 87 out of 91?
So what they're talking about is a study of traumatic head injury.
Yeah.
Head injury.
What'd you say?
Yeah, exactly.
Head interview.
So researchers with the Department of Veteran Affairs and Boston University have now identified
Nicaragua.
the degenerative disease known as chromatic. What the fuck? I'm drunk.
I think he has it.
What are they calling it? Chromatic?
No, it's chronic traumatic
Brain injury.
CTE.
Here's a good look at it. If you
Inception.
want to see how it works, look at the picture.
Inception. Look at the E word.
The chronic. They got the chronic.
Motherfucker, there's a whole
Encephalopathy.
encephalopathy?
Yeah, that's it.
Encephalopathy.
Encephalopathy.
Oh my god, Pokemon.
Pokemon. Give me back my notes.
Encyclopedia Britannica.
It's chronic traumatic encephalopathy.
Or
yeah,
I'm gonna roll CTE for the rest of the podcast.
yeah, go
Okay.
CTE. Because
So-
that's impronounceable.
Yeah. So
Look at that for a second.
Not to be confused with the CET.
what's the CET?
It's like some ghetto college.
What did you show him? Some
I'll
porn?
show you too. Someone took the time. I mean,
Oh, the brain thing?
No, we
No,
can't.
this
We
ain't
can't
that.
for our listeners. This is so random and it makes no sense. But we can show you on the camera here in a second. I want to let Sean see it. Someone took the faces of all the Friends cast members and switched them around.
It's so bad.
Oh, no.
The longer you look at it, the better it gets.
No.
Here, hold it up for the Periscope viewers.
Nancy's got
Everybody else listening, you're gonna totally miss on this. But you hold it. You gotta see.
You have
this.
to hold it super still.
There you go. You're right
There
there.
it is.
That's
It's
disturbing.
so bad.
That is so disturbing. So let me
Would you sleep?
I
with-
looked at that
Whoa,
and
whoa,
my
whoa,
penis,
whoa,
my
whoa.
penis crawled into my lungs.
look at somebody loves the shit out of it.
Question for the podcast: would you sleep with Jennifer Aniston with the David Schwimmer head?
No.
Would you sleep with
Maybe.
Jennifer?
John hasn't answered yet.
Would you sleep with Jennifer Aniston, or would you sleep with David Schwimmer with the Jennifer
Jason.
Aniston ass?
No,
Okay.
Jason, which position?
all of them.
I can name a few where my answer is maybe.
Okay, let me get back to the story.
Who said a paper bag fixes that?
All right, he has the haircut.
You're a degenerate.
That's Tone. Tone is just all over the fucking
Jesus.
Periscope. So let me go back to the story. Okay, so CTE in 96.
chronic traumatic encephalopathy.
Yes, thank you.
In 87 out of 91?
91. So 96% of NFL players that have they've been examined have this this degenerative brain disease.
This is also UFC shit, dude. Like,
Yeah.
we can't, like...
But here's where it gets to the NFL. It's not the big hits like when you see a receiver going across the middle.
it's the titanic number of small hits.
Yes, so it's the offenses and defensive linemen every single play ramming it. You know this.
It's the jabs
Yes.
in the UFC. Same thing.
Same
it's the
thing.
sparring.
But so on the offensive and at any level, high school, college, pro,
we need to grow stronger people. That's what our problem
or
is.
better equipment, or
I think my dick got CTE.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's on the little hit.
Wham,
It's
wham,
all
wham,
those
wham.
Chronic traumatic epilepsy.
Yeah,
So-
chronic traumatic Encyclopedia Britannica.
So the disease is widely believed to stem from repetitive head trauma, which we just
Nancy,
said.
did you just
Repetitive head
assault
trauma.
Jason?
Stop it. It's your actual head, not repetitive head trauma.
So
My-
some
my
of the
head sees
conditions
some
it can
shit.
lead to are memory loss, depression, and dementia.
Oh, well,
What are we talking about?
In the total lab, the found CTE is in the brain tissue of 131 out of 165 individuals who, before their deaths, played
Deaths.
either professionally.
You just said deaths.
I did.
No, but with the
High school.
No. Will
college.
Smith has a movie coming out
Yeah,
about
not
this
one
shit,
to talk.
dude.
Yeah, that movie's coming out, and the NFL doesn't want that movie to get released.
What's funny is they re-edited the trailer already and re-released it
Yeah,
without the logos
they
in it.
already
Yeah,
like...
the Shield is already on that shit. NFL's like not fucking around.
Yeah, they basically pulled the logos already in the trailer, and then they're going to edit any mentions of NFL teams specifically out of the movie. I
And the
guess.
only caveat to this is they can't they can't determine this on live people. It's only after they've been deceased that.
Yeah.
right.
I just hope that Will Smith's ears come out the ear hole. Those big ass Dumbo ass ears coming out the helmet.
He's not actually playing. He plays a doctor.
He plays a doctor. He doesn't play.
Nancy, give me
so
that
this is not a
Punisher
true
Moose
story.
gun.
He doesn't play. He doesn't play. Welcome.
Nobody else caught
I
that.
caught that. That was super
Nobody
racist.
else caught that
Right.
racist
He said
shit.
it's not realistic then because he's not playing a player. He's playing a doctor. Give it to her.
Is it time?
It's time to bust a cap in Jason's
That's
head.
racist.
Nancy, bust a cap in Jason's mouth.
Give it to me, baby.
So, what do you guys think? Like, long term, is football as we know it gonna stop? We can't.
I think in the next, here's what's going to happen. Either there's going to be a huge sea change as far as how the game is
I
played
say
or how they're protected, or the game's going to go away.
I say 7 Mississippis.
shit.
What do you mean, 7 Mississippi?
Like we gotta count 7 before you smash into the offensive lineman. You gotta go 7 Mississippi.
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
then you can just rush after.
No, but I mean, dude, this has ramifications for all. I mean,
All levels,
male,
all
male
levels,
sports,
yeah.
dude. Fucking lacrosse, rugby, football,
Jason-
soccer.
Jason-
You
on a
said
Friday
lacrosse. You said lacrosse, you already lost.
What about the Legacy Football League?
I know. I said male sports.
That's my
Punishment
shit.
lose.
Right?
Punishment
I mean,
loser.
the Legends. Legends or Legacy? Legends.
It's legacy.
Drink
No,
your
but I mean,
punishment
like,
loser. Hold on.
Finish it. Jason, recite some Shakespeare. Recite some Shakespeare.
Brevity is the soul of wit.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Look
Good.
at what an impressive gentleman.
Strong J.
Shout out to
Strong J.
Polonius. Shout out to Polonius.
Strong J. Strong J. Hey, Jason, how much head trauma did you get this weekend?
About 45 minutes worth.
Combined or single session?
Single session.
Fuck, man.
That's too long.
You last really long.
You're a selfish
It
motherfucker.
took 15 minutes to get up in there.
Either you're a saint or you're special.
Dorothy
Or
Manchester
he
is a
masturbates a lot.
A
Or
lot.
it takes 45 minutes to get his dick hard.
You know what it was?
There's
I
no
was
one
wearing
else
a
gonna-
condom.
Yeah.
Oh,
Super safety lad.
Yeah.
for
right.
head?
No, I didn't get any head this weekend.
International.
That's why I just
head.
asked you head trauma.
Oh, well. Moving on.
Jackass. No, this is
All of a sudden,
honestly.
producer Jason is shy.
He's
That's very
blushing. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
confusing.
I didn't receive the head. Here's my philosophy.
Oh, you
on
gave
head.
the head. You didn't receive the
Here's
head.
my philosophy on head. If you're not good at it, like let's skip it.
Yeah, I agree. Like,
Right?
if you're not doing the right job, like, let's move on.
Yeah.
Wait, so
I got
you
time
were,
to teach.
You were talking about pitching, not catching?
She's super novice mode, so we just yeah.
And you didn't want to be, I can be your father figure. You didn't want to get in there and teach?
No, I didn't
All
want
right.
to be the teacher.
Sorry, I don't know where that came from.
I was trying to take a nap.
I was going to sing the backup chorus if we said it again.
I'll be your daddy. Whoa.
Until the
No,
Give me
so-
your
hey,
business
back to
time.
the story, you fuckwits. This concussion shit has serious ramifications
Yes.
because the stories come out about Junior Seau. Like, who's the guy that just retired this
Uh,
year? Who was like,
uh,
fuck it, I'm out.
From the Niners, the middle linebacker.
Rookie.
Chris Borland.
like
Borland,
a
yeah.
fucking 2-year rookie who was
Yeah.
like, nah, I
No,
don't
he's
want
not a 2-year rookie. It was his first year.
2 years. So I think you misunderstood what the word rookie means.
You redshirted for the Niners.
That's your quarterback, the 4-year rookie Colin Kaepernick.
Was he starting his second year?
He only played 1 year, man. That's what rookie
But
means.
he played a year.
Yes.
But he didn't retire the instant he signed his NFL contract. he played a year.
No,
Right.
but you're
He
not.
retired in which year?
The offseason after the first year.
Yes.
Which would be the beginning
But you're
of
not
his?
officially not
No,
a
it was
rookie.
not the beginning. It was
I
prior to the beginning.
understand, but I'm not trying to be a pest about it. I'm
Fine,
just
he
saying,
played one season, then retired. Is everybody happy
Right.
now?
I'm happy.
Fuck.
Former rookie.
There you go.
2-year starter.
2 years.
Former child, producer Jason, if you can fucking believe it. No, but like, I mean, Junior Seau, all these fucking stories come out.
Mike
and, like,
Webster,
it's
the
terrifying.
all-pro center for the Steelers, was living under a freeway. Like, it's all bad. Tony Dorsett, Hall of Fame running back for the Cowboys, he says that sometimes he doesn't remember how he got home. It's
Everyone,
fucked up.
you've been around football a lot. Steve's done shit for the Raiders. Where like,
Yeah.
if you've been around old linemen,
Yeah.
Oh, man, they're not right in the
They're
head.
not.
they're fucking wrecks, dude.
Yeah.
Some audio here from Borland.
I'm scared of breaking it.
Jason gonna do what Jason gonna do. We shouldn't make light of this because if you're an NFL fan, it's gonna change and it's not gonna be what it might not exist.
If you're a rugby fan, if you're a fight fan, if you're a boxing fan, if you're a UFC fan,
If we
at
become-
some point, if we're gonna address this, it's gonna be one. I mean, fuck, dude, college football. These guys are fucking just.
It's-
They're serving
what's
their brains
happened to
up on a
John?
platform.
Look
He
what
played
happened.
college football. Look at him now.
I can't even get
Look
dressed.
at you. You're in a wife beater right now. You're drooling.
He can't even wear. He can't even wear food properly.
Hey, laugh it up, fuzzball. We'll walk in the other room, grab my shotgun. We're gonna say all this bitch up.
I
don't wanna be in the room when he-
Oh no!
I don't wanna-
No, that's one for John.
I don't
That's
want to
one
be
for
in the
John.
room when he
That's one for
loses
John.
it, dude.
Does
Like
any-
we're all gonna die.
Does everybody have cocktails?
I could use one.
Apparently, I get punished for booze.
Come on, you can't.
You talk bad about Junior Seau, dude.
Come on, man.
I was talking bad about the T-shirt that Jason was telling me about. So, not in my defense. It was wrong to
What
say.
T-shirt
So.
was that? Silver and Black Lives Matter.
No, the one that said "Say I won't."
Oh man. So in a
So
nutshell,
I admit that was tasteless, and I will take my punishment booze shot.
football.
Oh look, I get a glass. Y'all bunch of savages.
Mark Cuban had it right. He's like the NFL cannot exist in its
Correct.
form.
So,
It
yeah,
can't.
he's right.
He's right. Cuban's always right. You notice that?
Dude.
Cuban's always right.
Cuban ain't never lied.
Could someone explain to Nancy what a fucking shot is? And that
You
it's
didn't fill it
not.
to the rim with the.
You don't have to absolutely brim the
Shame.
fucking shot glass.
There's no meniscus.
Shame.
Ooh, lean
Can't
in.
hear you. Can't hear you.
Nancy, can you lean in
There's
further?
no
Shame.
meniscus layer on that. That's got
Shame.
some space.
Shut up.
Shame.
Lord have mercy.
Fine.
Speaking of shame, at Game of Thrones, Those
Wait,
motherfuckers.
we gotta sing it. We haven't sung it in so long.
Game of
fucking
Scones.
Thrones. Game of fucking Thrones. Game of fucking
Thrones,
Thrones.
guys, it's fucking.
You bought it, man. You bought it, John. Now you own it.
You always
Dude.
have to take things too far, don't you?
Here, pro tip for the listeners: if you're buying
Pro
tequila,
tip.
Got one of
if
those.
you're buying tequila, do not buy the tequila that comes in a gun bottle.
You just bought one.
No, because I know what I did, motherfucker.
You bought 3 of them.
This is the third time, I know. But if you think that maybe when you go to your local liquor store and you think that maybe the AK-47
Is the tool?
or the other AK-47, there's a red one.
Fucking fool.
There's a red one and a blue one.
John, me and you can go toe to toe, no mate. I'm knocking suckers off the blocks.
If you're going to your local liquor store and you're thinking that like, hey, maybe that AK-47 tequila is where the money's at, it's not where the money's at.
That must be some authentic shit right
It's
there.
really fucking not. Like,
I mean, that's really good stuff.
that's not tequila. There's something else in there, man.
I don't want you to get drunk, but that's a horrible tequila you're not drinking.
Oh god damn.
Game of Thrones won a shit ton of Emmys the other night. Did anybody watch the Emmys? Nope. Moving on. No. Surprisingly, they won 12. That crushed the record previously held by
12?
the West Wing in their first season of 9.
Wow.
God damn.
Now, in all fairness, 8 of those Emmys were on the technical side of the Emmys, and then in the big show they got a director for David Nutter, and then
Which episode was it? Like one episode that he directed, or do you know?
I honestly don't know. I probably should have read a little bit more, huh?
Yeah, I wish you'd done a little bit of research.
I believe he directed multiple episodes, and of course, outstanding writing for
I don't give a fuck what you
David
believe. I
Benoff
wanna
and
know the
Dan
facts.
Weiss. What's interesting is that they got outstanding writing awards.
He says Hard Home, episode 8.
Okay, that was the only one he directed. Thank you, Tony.
Tony's
Via
our
Periscope.
favorite new listener. He just started listening to podcasts. What an asshole.
This motherfucker did.
No,
Our
he's been listening for
random
a minute.
Periscope viewer did way more research than Steve.
I feel like he wasn't listening, talking to him the first week one.
Anyhow, he won outstanding.
He might have been describing his sex move
directing,
also.
and then outstanding writing for Dan Weiss and David Benoff. That also included supporting actor for Peter Dinklage, the little man.
The imp.
Yeah. It's,
Does anyone else
LP.
think that George R.R. Martin is pretty much going to ride his rascal into the dirt and never write another
Yeah,
book?
HBO's in charge of this franchise.
Hey,
now.
look, he has been here since week 1.
All right, I love you.
Nancy, bring your wrist over here.
Oh, what was that? Sounds dangerous.
Oh, a strap on. Literally a strap on.
Jason broke out the Velcro, which is usually when we end the podcast. Jason, stop. No, don't.
So they're
I'm afraid.
going to crush the all-time record now. I mean, at this point we can already.
Like, to John's point, I feel like HBO is in control of Game of Thrones now as a property now.
Yeah, I mean, they had 24 nominations to begin with, so a 50% clip is still pretty impressive on that.
At the end of the day,
We had this debate earlier when we were talking about Game of Thrones, and I said that they've surpassed the book. Like, the books it's done, and you argued with me. You're like, no, it's gonna. And I'm like, no, they're past the books.
no, like in some aspects they are.
Yeah.
In other aspects they're
behind.
not. But like as soon as I get like 3 episodes in the next
It's
season,
a wrap. It's a wrap.
like why bother with George Martin?
Like,
Because
fuck your book now. And I love the
HBO's
books.
on
I
it.
read all the books up to date, and I love them.
he had shit to do, but he got caught up in Twitter and Comic-Con, and like now he's like, he's trolling bitches. It's fine.
Just jumping on his
He's finally
trampoline.
getting laid off the shit he did.
After 30 years of being
Good
a
on you.
brilliant
Good on
sci-fi fantasy writer,
on you.
he's finally getting the attention he deserves. I ain't mad
Nancy
at him.
like cringes at the fact of like George R. R. Martin like on top of her. She's like,
Okay,
"Fuck
stop.
that."
HBO won 14 awards total during the primetime Emmys, which is pretty outstanding. They also got it for comedy series and Veep, and limited series for Olive Kittredge. Among
Dude, Veep
of
is not
schools.
that fucking
It's not.
good.
And I didn't watch all
It's
of
not.
Kittredge. Veep is like ham-handed. It's not good.
The other big news in the Emmys was Juan Hamon finally got his very first Emmy after 16 nominations.
Thought that was
total.
your porn name, Steve.
John Hamm, excuse me.
Oh,
Juan Hamon!
which I feel like is like when you give it to somebody like.
But
It's like an honor.
Yeah,
like an honor.
like,
Like,
you should have been giving it to this motherfucker.
well, in all fairness,
it's the finish
It's the
line.
Susan Lucci. They
It's
gave
the-
him the Susan Lucci.
in all fairness, they did give him that, but he didn't
But it
have
wasn't
Bryan
lifetime
Cranston.
achievement.
Yeah, he didn't have Bryan Cranston to go up against this year.
But that's
And
my thing. Like,
that-
you can't give it to Brian. Like, John Hamm did fucking work on. He did yeoman's work on that show.
Considering he's a comedian, yes.
Yeah,
That's
like,
a big
that
jump
guy. If
for
you've
him.
ever seen him in Bridesmaids, you're like, that's the same dude that's on
Yeah,
Mad Men.
considering that he's solid as a comedy guy.
I'm a big John Hamm fan. I like that guy. And I think
Juan Hamon.
Juan Hamon.
He's
No,
also...
but he needed one gold trophy for Don Draper.
He's also
and
Michael
he got it.
Fassbender. He's the same guy, so it's kind of weird.
No,
I think Fassbender's
no
on another
fucking
level.
way.
He's another tier.
Tony says Susan Lucci sounds like a dirty Pornhub.com move. You got Susan Lucci, man.
Susan Luched. You got Luched.
You got Luch. Luciano.
You got reached it around, and you got the Susan Lucci.
Listeners not joining us on Periscope, you should. We're at DT Pod. That
Where's
also goes to our
Lipkin?
Twitter.
Where the fuck is Derek Lipkin?
I don't know.
Larry,
The other thing is
Lipkin, stay woke.
Larry Dipkin.
you get some little extras when you are watching on the Periscope that you don't get when you listen
You
to
get
the
to
podcast.
see John's tits.
You get to see Jason,
little extras.
and one of us pulls our dick out.
Who's the cupcake that says Fassbender is? Oh, your cupcake? Come on. So we really have 4 Periscope ones?
Yeah.
Wow, you just depressed me.
He just called you John Man Boobs, John.
I think
Okay, what are we doing now? We're taking a
You
break?
talking
Taking
to
a break.
me? You talking to me?
We're going to Fassbender.
I'm hard.
All right, we're going to take a fast bender and we'll be right
I'm not
back.
ashamed of my man boobs. I
I'm not
earn these
ashamed of your
bitches.
Fassbender either.
I'm like slow bender.
Ass bender.
I'm not ashamed of my man boobs. I earn these bitches.
Yeah, you should be proud. Burn that bra.
There's like 30 burritos in each one of these motherfuckers annually.
You know what I love about his tits? That he drinks Michelob Ultras. That's what I love about your tits.
I'm gonna fix them up right here.
John's coming up on the.
I didn't know you were the cupcake. I'm disappointed now.
John's coming up on the Justify My Love Madonna era tits. Produced by Lenny Kravitz. Did you take Andrew Walter?
Walter.
Did you say Josh Whedon or Joss
No.
Whedon?
Josh.
Josh.
I would take.
Put your fucking headphones on,
I'd
jackass.
take Josh
he's,
Stone
it's
right
actually-
now.
Put your headphones on, you fucking son of a bitch. We're live.
It's actually Brandon Whedon, but
Josh.
Brandon Tweedy.
no, it's Brandon Whedon. We're talking about the back.
Talking about
Where-
Josh or Josh?
I can,
And we're back.
What up, Brittany?
We're back and we're doing the podcast.
Or not.
What?
Or not.
I got a new
Swag.
Facebook friend this week.
Who's
Who's
your new
that?
Facebook friend?
Sir, no, she's on my-
I was
Oh.
gonna say, be careful. You're getting married on Friday.
Unfriend now. Unfriend now.
Oh, I did last name.
I got a new.
Is it on Facebook or
No, but it's a punishment boost.
damn punishment boost for Sean?
I got a new Instagram friend. Look up Miss Savvy SF. I met her on Saturday. Miss Savvy SF. She is a bondage.
When you say you met her,
yeah, she's a bondage burlesque dancer. Check it out. Miss
I'm gonna do my shot of
Savvy
finish him.
SF.
Are you sure it's a girl?
Positive. Absolutely positive.
I feel like Sean should get his inauguration with the punishment booze sans shot glass.
Are we gonna put it
Yeah.
in my mouth? Put it in my mouth.
That bottle's almost done.
in my motherfucking mouth.
No. Sean has. Well, no, you're not driving, right? No. There you go. Let him have it.
Boots and
All
pants
right.
and boots and pants and boots and pants and
What is this? This is turning into like a cheap Mexico cruise.
Oh my god, it's like the worst cum shot ever.
Ugh.
He knocked it with his teeth. What an amateur!
Don't forget, folks, this
You
week
don't
is
put
brought
your
to you
teeth
by
on it during the fucking money
Michelob
shot.
Light. All your decisions, may they be Michelob Ultra decisions.
ultra. Ultra violence.
That's
all
permanent.
Michelob
Why
Ultra
are you doing
decisions
that?
are Michelob Ultra decisions.
So somebody else is going to say something bad because I poured a shot for Sean. So now we have a shot of punishment booze in this glass waiting. So just so you know, somebody's got to step out of line.
Why don't you go put it in the microwave for 20 seconds?
Oh, shit.
Things have cooled down significantly from this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have. All right, you ready for or nah? Because
Yeah.
this week it's band name or nah.
Oh, I like this.
Wait,
right.
Notable bands or just random
Just
holy
bands.
shit somebody
If
you know from Stockton?
If you knew the band, would it be difficult?
Is it
No.
bands to make her dance?
They're bands hopefully you've never heard of before, John.
What are we
then
talking
again,
about? Actual bands or artificial
Well,
bands?
4 of them are actual bands.
For,
I feel like I could make up a random phrase like Michelob Ultra, and there's a band called Michelob Ultra.
probably sponsored by Miller Lite.
I win.
Okay, moving on. Number 1, aborted Hitler cock,
That's a good band name.
and they have the umlaut over the O.
Oh, I like it.
Described as a gore grind band.
Wouldn't that be aborted Hitler Coke?
No.
But what does the umlaut do then?
Shut the fuck up.
I just
trying to
hit
read
my
this.
head. Oh my
Tone
God.
says it's real.
Aborted Hitler cock. Just all right, Tone. You need to fucking cut it out.
Easy on the Googling and the commenting and the periscopes, you fucking jackass.
I don't
Tone.
think he Googled it. I just think he just thinks it's real.
Tone, you need to take it easy in them corners, motherfucker. You need to slow this motherfucker
Drive slow,
down.
homie. Drive slow, homie.
We're trying to make motherfuckers drink shit.
Described as a gore grind band based in London and apparently still active, they have released the album Erections and an Animal Autopsy, a 39-track offering including Using Rape Babies as Riot Shields, and more recently, the 16-track EP Necropediatrician via Torn Flesh Recordings.
Wait.
That's the record
Rape
label.
babies as human shields.
Rape babies or raped babies?
Rape
Oh, dude.
Rape babies.
Fuck you, John.
I'm trying to be precise.
Bah,
Yeah.
There's no precision
That's your-
necessary in this
that's
shit.
your friend.
You know what?
Listen, is
Hey,
it
man.
raped babies or
Hey,
raped
hey,
babies?
Hey, he's in your wedding, motherfucker. So
Rape,
Steve, this is how you determine if it's real or not. Jason, raped or raped?
rape babies as Riot Shields.
I knew what you meant.
Rape babies is one word.
I want to remind everybody that this week's brought to you by Mike Michelob
Mike
Ultra.
Ultra.
Make all your decisions ones that you pee.
Human shield rape babies.
All right, so that's obviously real because he had to, go back to the text. I'm
And he
just
dropped
letting you
the
I'm trying to help
he-
you out.
He dropped the umlaut
It's
on
a
it.
fucking team effort.
All right.
Next.
Bathtub shitter.
Rep yo city.
Osaka, Japan-based grindcore four-piece who
Why
since
did it have to be Japan? I feel like this could have been Florida.
grindcore four-piece who since 1996 have released 4 full-length albums, including 2006 Shitter at Salzgitter live in Germany via Power It Up Records, 10 EPs, and appeared on a raft of split EPs and compilations.
It's 2 Germany mentions, y'all. I'm getting suspicious.
Number 3, Fuck, the retarded girl.
Oh my God, Jason, where the fuck do you get this list from?
Your Spotify account. Fuck, the retarded girl. The
Comma.
the-
See, you have to say the comma, man.
Fuck, the retarded girl. The performance name of Melbourne, Australia-based Kyle Dennis. Kyle has produced countless digital files, but has also released a few physical items, including the 2008 7-inch called Unplayable, which is exactly that.
It's a 7-inch.
Limited.
45, basically.
Okay.
Sean is black. He has no idea what a 7-inch is.
It's like a white, it's like a white version of a 9-inch. Sean.
The fuck is that? What use is that?
Sean, I see you.
I see you.
The 2008 7-inch Unplayable,
The fucking 9-inch Navi over here. I see you.
which is
The 7-inch is for Nancy because she only likes it that small.
which was exactly that, limited just 7 copies, each 7-inch, spray painted, boiled in hot water, and wrapped in duct tape. Number 4, hot buttered hand job.
That one's real.
Wait till you see the artwork to their 1995 album, Letters from Chutney, which was somehow put out via Major Mercury Records. Just the one album from these Canadians. I wonder why no one asked for that release. Number 5, Cunts. Chicago-based punk band active between 1978 and 1981.
So real.
Despite having a name that is generally considered one of the most offensive within the English language, these boys managed to release 3 7-inch singles, their final being Penguins Addicted to Molasses in 1981, which came out courtesy of Disturbing Records in a folded picture sleeve. So to recap, aborted Hitler cock, bathtub shitter, fuck, the retarded girl, hot buttered hand job, and cunts. To you, John.
One more time from the top.
Aborted Hitler cock,
Real.
bathtub shitter,
Questionable.
fuck, the retarded girl, hot buttered hand job, and cunts.
It's either fuck the retarded girl,
Comma.
fuck, comma, the retarded girl, or what was the one right after that?
hot buttered hand job,
What about bathtub shitter?
which could be steamed,
Nah,
right?
wait,
Like
oh,
butter
man,
has salt in it.
Bathtub shitter is awfully suspicious. I'm gonna go with hot butter cunts
No, that's not
Yeah,
a
that's
thing.
not-
or hot butter, whatever the fuck.
That's not a thing. You just made a new band.
No, no, What?
Hot butter hand job.
Wait, did I
It's
just
hot-
go?
yes,
Did I just go top 40
You
with hot
mashed it
butter
up. You
cunts?
mashed up a group. They formed
I'm
a
gonna
power
go-
group.
I want to.
super
It's hot
group.
butter hand job or cunts.
I want to remind everybody this week's brought to you by
Michelob Ultra.
John, hashtag live
Brought to you by
ultra.
bathtub shitter.
I'm sorry. When I said hot buttered cunts, what I meant to say was hot buttered hand.
What do you mean to say? What
Hot buttered hand job. God damn it, go Steve.
That's the one I was going to go with, but I want to offset it, so I'm going to go with fuck
Comma.
the retarded.
How awesome!
Oh
is this
my
list,
God.
By the way,
Yeah, wait, you saying that Jason is that devious? If Steve's right, you're going to hell. Sean, you're up.
I'm gonna go with bathtub shitter.
I think you got it this week.
Jay.
all right. One of you got it right.
I know.
The winner is John Robertson.
Oh, very good. That was my first guess too. That was going to be the one, especially
Which
because
was-
the only reason you did give a little bit of a give there. I just going to give you a heads up for next time. Every time that you talk about the bands, the one you make the extra comment about is usually the one, or
You have a
anything
tell.
like
You have a
it's
tell.
your tell. It's the one you make the extra comment about
But
while
his-
we're discussing it.
But his verbiage
giving
is
you-
solid. His
I-
verbiage
like I
is
said, I was
going
gonna
to
go with it.
solid.
I just went to
He's one of the
offset it.
best con men I've ever fucking encountered. Like his verbiage is
I
solid.
think John should lose just for
You should-
combining for hot buttered.
Hot buttered cunts is a solid band name.
John, we need to start hanging out more. I like you.
All right, so here's the problem. I always give Jason the shot. I don't want to do that again. Because I feel like that was yeoman's work, dude.
No,
Thank
he
you.
did a great job on that.
That was
one.
outstanding.
That was really
I
obscure.
literally walked in here and did that.
that
So-
was super
That was good.
obscure.
Out of the two of you dark motherfuckers, who deserves it more?
Nancy.
Are we?
Are we Rochambeauing?
Let's do it.
Best of one. We're going to be here all night. You fucking assholes.
I got it.
Sean Eric Parker gets it.
It's already cooked. You got it.
Nancy, hop to it.
No,
Nice.
it's already
Out
in
of the
glass.
microwave.
That was like a six
no,
off.
Sean, wait, stop. What's your favorite rap lyric of all time? Ooh. You don't have to think a whole lot.
Okay.
Recite it when you drink the shot.
Okay.
Quickly. And go to work. Quickly.
She's raising that nigga's kids while she's swallowing mine.
Wow.
There you go.
J. Cole for the win.
Well done.
Not really your favorite?
That is like one of the most filthy. I was like, wow, you just said that.
I feel like we need to go around the table now.
Well, you on the spot. I'm gonna drop that one.
Today is the anniversary.
But it was in context.
In
though.
context, and we're far enough through the episode that sure, strike one, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. The other
Say
thing
what
is,
again?
It's the anniversary of one of my favorite records, Balloon Mind State from De La Soul. Great record. Okay, moving on.
All right.
You guys want to talk
drunk
about some
now.
more stupid politics?
No, I want to talk about that chick Jade Helm you've been talking about, though. Sounds
Helm.
pretty hot to me.
She's a gaper.
She's a
Jesus,
gaper?
Jason.
Is she a gaper?
We were supposed to move right past that.
Did you say she's a gaper?
Yeah.
Jason, did you say she's a gaper?
What does that
Yeah.
mean?
A gaper?
Yeah.
You know what it means? It means fucking punishment booze.
Oh, shit.
No, but what does that mean? I don't know. What is a gaper?
It's like when you go in and you pull it out and it stays like dilated,
No, that's not
Like
what
the
it
people's.
means.
and then you can spit down it. Oh my god! I think I just broke the podcast.
We're down to 0
Look at
Periscope.
Steve. Look at Steve. He's busted.
Steve looks like he
Jason-
drags. Steve just drags them clowns.
You're gonna learn today.
We finished the punishment booze
No.
bottle in one episode.
Nancy,
bought
give me the
that.
bottle. Nancy, give me the
bought
bottle.
that
Give me the
tonight.
bottle, Nancy. Give me the bottle. We did yeoman's work tonight. We busted a cap in the motherfuckers tonight.
I paid like $34 fucking for that tonight,
Why?
All right. After knowing what that is, who knew what it was before knowing what it was?
punishment
Nobody?
right here.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
feel like we all know
Oh,
what
that
gaping
6'2"
is.
sideways.
The only thing sweet is how I hold my gun.
I think maybe I had an idea of what it was, but your description and then the things that you would do to it specifically, it kind of it froze me for a second.
From downtown.
You shook, son.
Nancy, that's plenty.
That is so chill, bro.
Ain't nothing sweet but how I hold my gun.
All right,
I
so
got
what-
99 problems.
What are we
And
going to make?
punishment booze ain't one.
Tisk,
drip
tisk,
on your
tisk.
computer.
What are we going to make Jason recite when he drinks his punishment booze? Which is,
My favorite.
His favorite hip hop lyric.
there we go.
Here we go.
Bro, Darth Vader is Jesus.
Talking about, I need a Philly right before I get loose. Money, poor excuse. I get loose off of orange juice.
Nice. 5 dog.
All right, let's talk about Jade Helm. Do you guys want to talk about Jade
Let's
Helm?
talk about Jade.
Earlier when I
Oh,
met-
that tastes like fucking dick.
How does he know?
how do you know?
I know now. I know now.
If you imagine
How do
that's
I know?
what dicks taste like, I feel like you should maybe taste dicks. Because I imagine they're probably just fleshy and salty.
Ain't nothing but air and opportunity.
Get over here, Playboy.
Hey, let's play spin the pistol.
Jason won that exchange.
Somehow I won that. I don't know how it was.
Jason absolutely won that exchange.
He said, "Come over here, Playboy."
Yeah, with no hesitation. He said, "Get over here,
He's ready to
Playboy."
taste a dick tonight. How do we not have more Periscope viewers?
He's ready to taste the dick. No.
Jason's gonna taste dick off camera. Like, come on, make it happen.
If we had put
That's
that
fine.
in,
I don't
if we had
mind.
put that in the title, maybe we'd have like 1,000 views.
So many dudes.
Probably the wrong views though.
Okay, back to Jade Helm.
I'm sorry.
She is my second favorite porn star.
So
I mean, that really escalated quickly.
when the rundown came around, Jason asked me, he's like, "Hey, so remind me, what's Jade Helm? Who's that?" And I'm like, "That's not a who." And he's like, "So what is that?" And he thought it was a porn star, and it's not a porn star. Jade
It should
Helm,
be.
Operation Jade Helm officially ended on the 15th, which was 2 days after my birthday last week.
It's also the day I got my welfare check.
Says the black man holding a gun.
Great moments in podcast history.
First and 15th. Nigga. What?
That's racist.
That's 2.
But we got no more punishment moves, so fuck it.
Oh, Sean, I have a cabinet, motherfucker.
Don't forget, folks, this week's brought to you by Michelob Ultra. Make all your decisions less than
getting
Ultra.
So, Jade Helm was a military training exercise that was held in the United States, which is where our U.S. military lives, trains, and resides when they're not at war. There was a large conspiracy theory that originated on the far right fringes of the internet, warning that the training exercise was in fact a plot by President Obama to invade Texas, impose martial law, and abolish civil liberties.
You said embolish.
Abolish,
I like it.
not embellish.
No, embolish.
Abolish.
What is, I honestly,
I
what's the name
drove
of that?
a
What does that mean?
6'4" embolish.
No. Like, legitimate question, Steve.
Jay loves me.
What does embolish mean? I honestly don't know.
What I should have said was abolish.
Oh,
Yes,
abolish.
that's
okay.
why I was calling him out.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I thought that you were asking what does it mean to invade Texas
Abolish.
when you're talking about the federal government. because-
Nail polish.
I think we've gone to plaid. All right.
Spaceballs reference.
Jason's on point right now.
You're going to plan.
Podcast's off the rails right now.
So, oh my god!
So we're about to abolish some shit.
I honestly thought that Steve's question was, "How does the federal
Look,
government?"
he's teared up. Look at
Shut up! I honestly thought that Steve's question was, "How does the federal government invade
ludicrous
Texas?"
speed. Way to go, Tone, with the ludicrous speed. Luda.
Tone's on it.
I honestly thought that Steve's question was, "How does the federal government invade Texas?" Because Texas is part of the United States. The federal government has already invaded Texas. We did that. We did that in 1815, and we won. It's over.
I thought it was Waco.
John, didn't you think it was more probable that Texas would invade the government?
Yes.
Right?
So at one point, over 1/3 of Republican voters in the nation and half of all Tea Party supporters nationally feared that the federal government was trying to take over Texas, which I still don't fucking know what that means. Take over Texas.
Todd.
Like, you're not fucking Somalia. Like, you're in this country.
Actually, correction.
We took you over like a century ago.
Jason fucked Somalia.
Correction.
I fuck some all, yeah. Yeah.
It was
Wait, what?
No.
Sure.
It was Ethiopia. I know.
Ethiopia.
I know.
You fucking jackass.
Same continent. Same continent, motherfucker.
That's racist. We need to take the gun bottle from Sean.
No, ain't no sweet, but I'll hold my gun.
So
Sean, give it.
Now, no, see, no.
See?
And Sean Parker have to choke a bitch.
28% of all GOP voters said they were not sure whether or not the plot existed. Theory soon spread beyond the far right, and suddenly people had to debate whether or not the government was going to use secret tunnels, closed Walmart stores, and cattle cars.
Oh, anarchy! You close a Walmart is fucking anarchy.
Nuts.
Might as well close a Costco.
Close a dollar store next, motherfucker. I dare you. I dare you.
We're talking about Texas. They don't take kindly to Costco. It's all about Sam's Club and Walmart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's true.
So I had some audio
Never
from
been.
Louis
Good point.
Gohmert, but it was honestly too stupid to play. We can't play it. If you don't know who Louis Gohmert is, he is the stupidest individual in all of our government.
AKA Gomert Pyle.
He's so much worse than Gomer Pyle. Louis Gohmert is actually the dumbest
Shout out
man
to
in
Jim
government.
Neighbors. Rest in
So
peace.
after months of hearing these Alex Jones, Oath Keepers, Sovereign Citizen Tea Party fuckwits mumble about...
Wingers. Motherfucking wingers.
We should just say wingers.
Wingers.
Can we
Yeah,
just
they
say
are
that,
They're
wingers?
wingers.
You're welcome.
I think when you buy coins from
I
the
want
Smurf-
to know what love is.
I want you to show me.
So after all of a summer of them mumbling about the fucking No-Obama apocalypse and martial law and the federal takeover, it all ended on the 15th.
It was prophesized
Prophesizes
that Obama was going to end the world, right?
Kim Davis was going to save the whole motherfucking world.
But
And the
Obama
babies.
has Obama ended
What
life
about the
as we know it?
children?
Has he ended life as we know it?
Not yet.
I mean, we got healthcare.
No, that's the point. That deadline was the fucking 15th. Jade Helm is over. We didn't take over Texas
Moving
anymore
on.
than we already did. Are we going to get a fucking walk back from these
Can I get an
assholes?
apocalypse, motherfucker? Can I make an apocalypse happen?
Can a what? Who?
Can I get an apocalypse?
Can
Can
a
the world
what?
end? Can this biblical shit happen? Can this spaghetti monster happen?
Do any of these fucking assholes get to admit they were wrong and stupid all along?
Never.
Or are they just going to fucking declare victory and
No.
go on to the next fucking Obama apocalypse?
They wipe the canvas and repaint.
Every fucking time.
That's what they. It's a
These
reset
fucking
button.
guys said that NAFTA was going to ruin the world. They said that Bill Clinton murdered two
Hey,
fucking drug dealers.
we got a Muslim-
on his CIA drug strip in Arizona.
We got
They
a-
said that Hillary Clinton was doing fucking murdery deals with Vince Foster and real estate
Jay
in Whitewater.
Felony. Jay Felony. We got a Muslim Kenyan president, and we're still here, motherfucker. We're still here.
This motherfucker better stop waving that glass gun up in
You
my
better,
grill.
I built a clock, motherfucker. I built a clock. Shut the fuck up.
It's time to ranch it up.
Mulatto.
So
John,
Jade
I
Helm
love
is
you.
over. We did not take over Texas. Next story is
Buzz me, mulatto.
and tell me why my fans are such assholes.
Okay, so Ray Ratto from Bay Area fame, KMBR.
He's the Chris Christie of sports.
Yeah.
broadcast.
He's a fat bastard. He's got some jowls.
But we all have room to talk about
yeah,
that.
I can't talk about his weight.
He looks
But
like
look at this my man
I
right
know,
here.
but let's be honest. Ray Ratto looks like he ate the three of us.
He looked like a wine cheese ball with a
But he did a
cardigan on.
report. He did a report on basically, and well, I've been saying this for years, not like a lot of years, but like the last 5 years,
Not a lot of years,
not a lot of years,
but the last five.
last 5 years,
give or take.
the Raider fans have jumped ship.
Sean, drop the gun.
Wait, what?
I'm
Raider
not
fans?
dropping.
Drop
it.
the gun.
Ain't nothing sweet.
Sean,
Oh, my
Sean,
God.
Raider fans don't jump ship.
Raider fans jump ship. No, I'm back off, white woman.
Wow.
If you clip me right now. Back up. That's all I got
And where are
left.
the white women at?
We have a Mexican standoff with a ginger and a black.
All I gotta say is
Hashtag tits on Periscope right now.
it was a known thing in the 90s, 80s that if you went to a Raider game and you wore an opposing team's jersey,
You're gonna get jumped.
Jersey.
you were gonna get your ass whooped.
You get jumped.
If you wore a Bronco jersey, if you wore an Elway jersey to a Raider game, you get your ass whooped.
Can I tell a story about that?
Yeah, please do.
I went to a Raider Bears game, and Bears fan was hanging out in the entryway to the bathroom.
Jay's like, and this one dude showed up with an Elway jersey, and I knocked his fucking teeth out.
Yeah, he was just literally, those are big
What
teeth.
was the Bear jersey? What was the Bear jersey?
I don't know, because he has his back to the wall.
Neil Anderson, probably 35.
Jason's like, I couldn't tell because I was swinging my golf
Willie Gault?
club.
I think it was a
Billy
Walter Payton.
Walter Payton,
jersey,
34.
yeah.
Okay.
He was just leaning against the wall. Raider fan comes out of the bathroom and just smashes dude in the face.
I have Raider story.
Look, I'm a good Raider fan. I saw a guy there in a Joe Montana, Kansas City Chiefs jersey. I pulled him aside and said, I'm not the guy, but there's like 30,000 of that guy here. You should probably leave right
You
now.
need to fucking
I
check
have
this shit
two.
off.
Before I delve into the meat of the story, I have two Raider experiences. I've gone
Raider
both-
ass experience.
I've gone to
Jason, both of them bad.
I've gone to many Raider games. I've gone to many Raider games as a Cowboy fan. I've only worn my colors once. Almost gotten to 6 fights in the parking lot on the way in. This is late 90s, but that's a different story. But I'm big enough to where motherfuckers was really trying to test me. But I've heard stories. I had a coworker who was a big time Kansas City Chiefs fan. Moved out here from Kansas City
See, here's your problem.
and told me
Kansas City Chiefs.
like, Jason, I'm talking to you right now.
Okay.
Told me, he's like, hey, I'm going to the Monday night Chiefs Raider game. I'm taking my wife. We're gonna have a great time.
No, you're not.
No.
And he's like, I'm wearing all my shit. I'm like, no.
You're gonna have a
I
bad
was
time.
like, stop right there. Don't do that. And he did it anyway.
You'll get murdiddly
And he
urdler.
came back and he told me, he's like, I will never do that again.
You
He's
get
like,
his- you get his-
he went to the bathroom. Here's his first mistake. He went to the bathroom and left his girl, his wife.
Ooh.
They told
Was
her,
she wearing colors?
yeah, and they told her they were going to rape her.
She was wearing a Christian Okoye
They
jersey.
told her the Nigerian nightmare. They told her they were like, we're gonna rape you. We're gonna fucking rape you. And I'm
Wow.
like, don't wear. And I'm not trying to make
Wow.
excuses for Raider fans,
That's bad.
but like,
Yeah, there is no excuse
It
for
was
that.
known that you don't represent.
Raiders fans are the closest things that we have in the United States to football hooligans.
But it used to be that
Eagles
way.
fan, too.
It used to be Eagles fans.
Sean, wear a Cowboys jersey to an Eagles game.
no way. Fuck that.
Same experience.
I won't even wear a Phillies jersey to
Yeah.
Eagles game.
Eagles fans are the worst because
Sean,
I won't wear a Philly jersey to a Phillies game.
put the gun down.
I'm not putting the gun down. I feel good with this gun. I feel really like, yeah.
I can tell.
Empowered.
Yes.
Phillies fans threw batteries
Okay,
at
so
Santa
let's go
Claus.
back to Raider fans. Because Raider fans had the reputation for years. The Coliseum was where you didn't want to go.
The black hole.
The black hole.
O.co.
I've been there where I wore the opposing colors like once or twice, and I was like, that was wrong. My second Raider story is one time I was at a fucking game, and they were playing the Broncos, and I didn't have a dog in the fight. I was just there watching the game, and I saw this dude wearing a Raider jersey. He was wearing a Jeff Hostetler jersey at number 15. And at the end of the game, when the Broncos won, he stood up, took off his jersey, and had another jersey underneath, and it was an Elway jersey, and he ran out of the fucking stadium.
Oh
and I was
my
like,
God.
that's gangster, son. Like, it was the most impressed I've ever been by
He's all
anybody.
game, set, match.
He took that shit off and threw it on the ground and
Dude,
bolted.
that's like some Heath Ledger shit.
Yeah,
You
that
just wanna
was
watch the
gangster.
world
He was
burn.
like, yes. So those are my two Raider stories. Raider fans have, like, a lot of them jump ship because the Raiders have been inept for how many years, Jason?
13.
13 years.
There is a bridge.
The
And
bridge is over.
They
The
took
bridge
it.
is over. Bump, bump, ba-da-da.
Nobody jumped ship, Sean.
No, you're Raider fans. There's a lot of Raiderish
Nah.
motherfuckers that are now Niner fans.
Niner
No.
gang. Hashtag Niner,
Niner,
gang.
hashtag
No.
Niner gang.
Sean, you're way off base right now.
There have been several videos going around.
I will fight you right now.
See,
love
you're
that.
acting real Raiderish. And I got the gun.
Jason is defending the honor of the original hooligans
Jay,
and assholes
Jay.
in the story.
Hey, Tone just co-signed me. He's like, true. And that's a Raider fan. I'm telling you
No,
right
he's
now.
a Niner fan, by the way.
I thought he was repping Black Vader shit. No? Okay.
No, he's very much. Oh, Derek Lipkin finally joined us.
Lip, you're late.
Whoa, easy on the mic, bud.
Oh, sorry. Stay woke, Lip. Stay woke.
I saw videos of people burning Kaepernick
Okay,
jerseys.
I worked for the Raiders for 3 years, so I got to see
Did
it.
you work? Did you play quarterback for the Raiders?
All right, yes, I did.
This motherfucker said he worked for the Raiders.
You threw a touchdown to Tim Brown?
If he had, they'd have a better record.
16. Okay, it's
Tim
no
Brown,
big deal.
Tim Brown caught touchdowns from 20 plus different quarterbacks.
That's amazing. Yeah,
horrible.
Actually, I never threw a touchdown to him.
Get to your point, motherfucker.
But anyway, I didn't
got the
play.
gun.
I didn't. You're making me very nervous. So working for them for 3 years, and I got to go to all the home games.
You never threw a
essentially.
touchdown? Your real name's Aaron Brooks?
I never. Yeah, I never.
Don't get wet up.
I never once had any incidents there or saw any incidents.
Did you ever wear a Packers jersey?
Fuck no, I'm smarter than that.
So that's why you never had
it's
any.
not stupid.
But the point is I was around the stadium.
Super Bowl
No,
II. Never
no,
No, but
forget.
yeah.
here's my point, Steve. I was there I wore opposing colors, and I got beef from the second I stepped out of the car.
You understand? You're
Yeah, but
holding
you
a
didn't let
gun
me
while you
finish
tell
here.
this story.
You didn't let me finish.
Can I finish?
I've been to games with fans of other teams.
And you never had an incident.
No incidents. It's usually playful ribbing. It's usually like,
It's
fuck
usually-
you guys,
I'm not
fuck
trying-
you guys, fuck you guys.
On the bright side, you get as much free beer as you can catch.
Now I gotta wet
No, I
you.
gotta wet
Time for
you.
some action.
Lipkins on my
It is.
shit.
It is.
Time for some action.
To be
just
fair,
a fraction
it
of
is.
friction.
It is honestly. It's usually playful ribbing right up until the
No,
race.
but I'm gonna tell you, like real talk. Real
Come
talk.
on, John.
I'm not. We haven't even gotten to the meat of the story because we're just talking about Raiders. The Niner fans.
because
now,
you won't drop the gun, motherfucker. We're all scared of you.
I'm keeping it. So here's the thing: the Raider fans used to be like like you would go in there and like you're gonna get your ass. I once saw a Dolphin fan knocked out in the bathroom.
Awesome.
You sure he just wasn't drunk and
No,
passed out?
no, he got his ass whooped in the bathroom.
Good.
Oh.
Allegedly.
Fuck that dude.
I've seen Raider fans mop
Jason's
up,
like, yeah.
and the same thing with Raider fans. I went to an A's
I rooted for the
Yankees-
Dolphins in '84.
I went to an A's Yankees playoff game. Remember when Jeter made that play and
he saw
Jeremy
9-minute
Slide-
shot.
Yeah.
I was
Jeremy
there.
Slide.
Yeah,
I
we
was
were
at
there.
that
We were
game.
there.
We were there, yeah.
I was
we were
at
there.
that game too, and I didn't even know you guys yet.
Sounds like there was a mass grave in the parking lot.
No, there was a dude in my section that was wearing the Yankee shit, and an A's fan dumped beer on him, and the A's fans were like, "Kick that guy out." So Oakland fans aren't as bad as it's made out to be.
Raider games are like a hate rave.
But not. You just took back the podcast. But I
No,
want to
it's
say,
actually. It might be the best statement of the podcast.
there's a new epidemic, and it's called #NinerGang,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's usually Latino brothers and sisters.
I'm gonna tell you what that is, Sean.
Oh, you gonna make it racialist?
It is racial.
No, it's not
not
racial.
racialist.
It's gang. I'm gonna tell you what that is, though. See, back in the '80s, gangsters wore Raider gear, and now with all the Northerners wearing
Red.
dude, how
What's
many?
a red 13?
How many
What's a red
16s have
13?
you
He's like JJ
JT O'Sullivan.
JT O'Sullivan.
Just took over.
Those aren't former Raider fans, dude.
Those are thugged out essays.
Those are knuckleheads. Those aren't football fans. They're knuckleheads.
I think they might have been Raider
Those
fans.
aren't even Niner fans.
But
dude.
they paid $400 for a ticket.
So there's been a lot of
that drug
viral.
money, dude.
There's been a lot of viral videos going around that you'll see people getting mopped up in the parking lot.
#NinerGang.
#NinerGang. There was even a video that came out this Monday of at a Buffalo Wild Wings in LA. Niner fans were starting shit in a Buffalo Wild Wings and got mopped up.
Saw that.
Keeping it real, son.
But they got mopped up this time. Usually the Niner fans are fucking mopping people up.
Who did they get mopped up by? Or was it a
Giants
group of-
fans, and it was weird. Like
in
New York,
LA?
New York football Giant fans.
Yeah.
Because in LA, there's no team. So you can rep whatever you want.
I've always wondered how it happens because it doesn't make sense, especially in the NFL. Because it's just like which millionaire is being paid the most to be there that year until the next year.
It's like Seinfeld
there's no
said.
fucking loyalty.
You know
There's
what
no
Seinfeld
locality
said?
anymore.
You're rooting for laundry. You're rooting for laundry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to remind everybody this episode is brought to you by Michelob Light. Drink your problems away, don't
So
cry
here's
them
my
away.
thing. Here's my thing.
Urinate them away.
It's almost become gang related because it's like what colors you wear to a certain game.
Says the black man holding a gun.
It's gang related.
Pretty much this whole podcast is hostage.
Ain't nobody arguing with Sean right now.
Don't
dude.
even fuck with it.
I ain't got shit to say.
What do you guys think? Like you can't bring your family to a football game.
Oh, you sending the wolf? That's all you had to
Can
say.
you? Would you bring Mateo to
I,
a Raider game?
I
right now?
saw a 63.
In Packer gear?
Yeah.
No.
Would you bring him to a Niner game?
Fuck no.
No, that's what I'm saying.
All right.
It used to be the Raiders, but now it's the Niners.
I went to a game at Candlestick. I saw a 63-year-old man get tipped over in a porta potty by Niner fans.
I went to a preseason Cowboy Niner fan in 2015, and I saw Niner violence on Niner violence.
That's South versus North right there.
That was
Yeah.
like no, it was really like the dude told the Niner fan to sit down, and he's like, "Why do I have to sit down?"
The
It's a football
only
game."
incident I remember seeing in the parking lot at Raider games those 3 years I worked for him was a Miami Dolphins fan was standing on his truck, like an F-150 or something, and he tried to kick a Raider fan that was walking by.
Sea of hands.
Bad idea.
To the face.
It was a bad idea.
Bad
'Cause
idea,
As soon
Jeans.
as it happened, he got smobbed up.
He got an immaculate reception to the grill.
So what's the?
He was talking shit to him, but he was leading up. I understand that. You know, Raider fans talking shit.
I'm not a
they're talking
Niner
shit
fan,
back.
and I get drunk. What's the name of the Niner Stadium?
Virgin Atlantic.
Levi. So
No,
Levi,
it's the bell bottom, right? That's what they're starting to call it, right?
Levi is proposing to ban second half alcohol sales to combat this.
You already
that'll fix it.
You already
Yeah.
can't
No, because
tailgate.
you're already faded by the time you walk in.
Hey Jay, y'all ready for this?
No, but like seriously, you're already liquored up by the time you walk into the
To this podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, pay no attention to the fucking pregame in which they get blackout fucking
So
drunk.
like I agree. Like I appreciate you trying. Here's my thing with the NFL. NFL and the police have already.
How
come
about
to,
just prosecute dudes who commit assault?
But like, let's not like say there's not a wink between the NFL and the police. People, the police know everybody's liquored up when they leave a football game, right? There's no DUI checkpoint.
Red and gold lives
Yeah.
matter.
Oh, yeah. No, there's not. No.
Should there be a checkpoint at the fucking stadium?
Yes.
No, it should be 4 blocks away because that's how you maximize revenue.
Well played.
They just exhumed 109
But we
bodies.
know there's a huge
87
conspiracy,
at
right?
CTE.
Like, if you want DUIs, just fucking set a checkpoint out at the gate. You're those people are fucked.
No, you set it 4 blocks away because that's the agreement you made with the NFL,
But
and
they
that's
don't-
how you
but they don't
maximize
do that.
revenue.
But they don't do that.
Want to bet?
No.
Give it a year.
Have you ever left?
Give it a year.
They don't.
What's
I've
that?
never
They
seen a
don't, John,
checkpoint
they
in a
don't.
football game.
There's an underhanded shaking.
Really? They're letting the shit slide?
Oh, yeah,
They've been
yeah.
shut.
That's
Man.
fucking insanity,
That's
dude.
my point, like-
I bartended for fucking 7 years, and in downtown San Jose, they turned the entire downtown
John.
into a fish barrel.
The NFL
Yeah.
has an agreement with.
Yeah.
It's for the city.
That's crazy.
The city wants the revenue. They're like, don't pull anybody over.
Yeah, but revenue plus revenue equals massive revenue.
But if you know there's a checkpoint 4 blocks away, you're not going to the game, right?
We'll take the Niners massive
And the Raiders massive.
CHP massive and the SJPD massive and form one massive.
Okay, we get your point.
R.I.P.
So what do you guys
Al
think? What do you
South.
think is the solution?
I
to
think
this?
Niners fans suck. We should all kill ourselves and we should become Cowboys fans or
fuck
Packers
that.
fans
No,
or Raiders
No,
fans.
but it used to be the Niners used to be wine and cheese, Chardonnay,
Yeah.
Sauv Blanc.
and what happened? We got to do with
We got
tattoos.
Latin. We got Latin.
No, we got to do.
We got Esteban is our new Niner fan.
We hired a dude with questionable tattoos.
Look at the mustache. Look at the mustache. Tats, mustache.
The motherfucker has Bible tattoos on his
I
arm.
challenge you right
and he
now.
has fucking Backstreet Boys facial hair.
I challenge you right now.
All right.
Google Niner fan on your phone, and you'll see them beating up people
Jerry
right now.
Rice.
Merton Hanks, you baby.
They don't even know about Merton Hayes. That's the
Ronnie
thing.
Lott.
Your average Norteño
Yeah,
doesn't.
but what's wrong with Ronnie Lott and Roger Craig? Fuck you guys.
John or Jason, your average Norte doesn't even know who Jerry Rice is.
Well, I would say your average Norte doesn't know who Tom Rathman is.
True.
Everybody knows who Jerry Rice is.
Harris Bartman?
Gold.
Not a chance.
Not a chance, right?
Yeah. Charles,
Sanjay Beach is not walking through that door right now.
Charles Haley.
Can anyone respect the cock on Steve's radio voice?
He's got the FM voice.
It's pretty dope.
Steve, dude.
Ronnie Lott.
Oh my God,
Waterfalls.
you're a straight up G. Hey, give me some more obscure Niners.
Yeah,
Say Sanjay Beach.
at gunpoint.
Sanjay Beach.
Oh, I love
Nancy's pants
No,
just
no,
got
here's the
dark.
thing.
Dark.
Steve's got to do a story about a Titanic asshole right now.
Yes.
Steve, I want you to do it in your best radio voice.
Wait, before
man.
we do that,
I
I
don't know if
got
I
a
can do
challenge
it.
for John, Jason. John claims to be a Niner fan, right?
Yeah.
Name your
Allegedly.
most obscure 49er player.
My most obscure?
Give me,
that will respect you
Give
for
me
knowing.
2 offensive linemen from the '94 championship team.
He can't do it. There's no way. he
Cannot
can
be
do it.
done.
He's not a real
Not
fan.
out of this brain. I'm not that big of a fucking football
You
fan.
can't say Tim Wallace? I know that. I'm a Cowboy fan.
I probably could have.
He had that helmet. No, he didn't. We used to dominate the Niners.
Yeah.
No, it's off mic
You
screaming.
guys had to sign Dion to beat
was
us.
that the dude with the big helmet?
Yeah, he had the extra
Justin
helmet.
Yeah.
Tim Wallace.
No, dude, I'm not that big of a football fan. I haven't been since I quit playing.
Reagan McKinley.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Nancy, what you got? You got anything, Nancy? It's your front running ass.
She gets a pass for being a girl, right?
No, she's a Niner fan.
Says the
Hashtag
guy
Niner gang.
still holding a gun. Everyone should
I'll wet
know.
you all up. Ask Derek Lippian. I'll wet you all up.
I'll fill that bitch with cinnamon
Hey,
tequila.
speaking of which,
and we'll pay you back.
Derek Lipkin,
Friday.
he's got me. He's like, oh, you're getting married here on this day. That scared the shit out of me, dude.
He's like, I'm
He's
watching.
got a wedding tracker on you.
He be paying attention and
That
shit.
motherfucker might show up just like with a radio outside, like.
like say anything.
By the way,
In your eyes, like the heat.
By the way, look at him, Los Altos, stay woke.
Churches.
Do you guys know that was my rap name?
What?
Lloyd Dobler, because I'll say anything, motherfucker.
Look, it just broke my watch.
$2. $2.
Okay, when comedian Steve run
In the
Ran is
radio
easy.
voice.
In your eyes.
when comedians Stan Renazizi. No, it's Steve.
I'm never letting go
I
of
can't
this
do
gun.
it. It's Steve Renazizi. He has explained his success, which includes 7 seasons starring on the popular TV show The League, and a
the
1-hour
radio
special
voice.
last Saturday on Comedy Central. He frequently attributed it to the decisions he made after narrowly escaping the World Trade Center
The
in
reason he
2001.
became a comedian.
He's a liar.
You're right.
The reason he
Why
became
you
a comedian.
fucking lying?
Hold on. In elaborate detail, he described working at Merrill Lynch's offices on the 54th floor of the South Tower when the first plane struck the North Tower.
Oh, what a shit job and what a bad day.
The problem is there is no Merrill Lynch in either of the towers, and someone finally called him on his bullshit.
He should have Googled that.
So he had done countless interviews, and he had given it up basically saying that this is the decision I made based on that day. My wife and I decided to move to Los Angeles and pursue my career in acting, which he apparently claims he went to school for, which again, he did not go to school for acting. So, as it turns out, mostly everything out of his mouth is bullshit, much like this podcast, except for Michelob Ultra.
Your thighs.
Make every night your
Can I tell you
thighs.
my favorite
Delight the
9/11
heat.
story?
No, we'll
Your
get there.
thighs.
I am complete.
gotta
Your
piss.
thighs.
Recently,
Sean's leaving. He's had enough.
recently through his
Your thighs.
recently through his publicist, he said, "I was not in the Trade Center that day. I do not know why I said this. This was inexcusable. I am truly, truly sorry."
Wait. So this dude, this is 2015. This was last week.
Right. He had spent a good,
For fucking
12, 14 years?
telling a titanic lie
Right.
about a traumatic experience that he did not have, that was his raison d'etre for becoming a comedian. And this is a guy that's on like a basic cable comedy show.
Right. On a very popular one. I watched The League for the first 3 seasons. Don't point that at me, John. There you go. Yeah, so...
If I put it down on the table, Sean's going to grab it.
I don't know if you heard his 2009 interview on WTF.
Hide it, Nancy.
But he had a full interview where he had... like
That's the thing. It made me want to go look up the Marin interview, because apparently like he went into some like crazy detail,
very,
right?
very detailed about what he did, what his girlfriend at the time, now wife, was doing around that area.
All spun out of fucking whole cloth.
Just complete bullshit.
For no
That's
good
crazy,
reason.
dude.
Never-
For really no good reason.
None whatsoever. Other than...
Yeah, no, exactly. Like Nancy said, it's for attention,
And
and,
he's not really-
that's the point.
And
Like,
he never really got any. He never really got any.
I mean, he got jobs
he's
based on...
famous enough.
He got jobs based on him being funny.
right.
I mean, I got the Buffalo
That's the
Wild Wings
thing,
job.
like-
He was already... He didn't have to bullshit.
But here's the thing. Like, you've heard the name Renazizi. I wonder if you've heard the name Renazizi because he was like pitied by people in power that put him into positions because
I've
he
literally
told a
never
great
heard that
story.
name.
Sean, you want to grab me a fat girl?
2.
That's a Red Bull. I'm looking for a fat girl.
Yeah, that's not what we were sponsored by tonight.
I know the cans look similar, but no.
Michelob Ultra. Make all of your decisions.
It got to the point where
Urination.
he had a lot of these touchstone moments in his life detailed on his website. So he not only just told the bullshit. Oh my God.
Didn't make it. Didn't make it.
We are not going to make it through this episode. Look at that. Look at that sitting bells.
In your thighs.
open that.
So my problem with this is, like, what happens now to Renazizi? Like, does he have a career?
No. How do people fucking do this where you start with initially it's a pathological, unfucking sustainable lie, and then I understand that it snowballs downhill and it gains momentum and you develop a reputation, but like, how do you maintain it? Like, how do you
Like,
initiate
it's
it?
your baby.
How do you initiate it and then keep going and not pull the fucking ripcord when you realize, like, oh my God, I'm getting famous off the shit that I said, and I have to stop.
I don't think he was.
This is insane.
I don't think it was because he was getting famous off the shit he was saying. I think it was because he was getting famous and he kept saying the shit. Like it was.
I have a bigger question. Why was everybody so threatened by the black dude on the show holding a fake gun?
Okay. We talked about this before. We did talk. This was in the pilot episode.
Sean, for me,
We
it was
talked about this.
oddly comforting.
I see. Why was John so threatened?
I don't know. I
It
felt
wasn't
right
so
at
much
home.
of a threatened thing. It's just that everything you said had more weight to it. It kind of weirded me out.
Like, you don't trust my lips?
You felt very right.
Mm, yes.
Give me that shit.
We're having another Sean moment.
He needs the gun back, Nancy.
This is gonna get mad,
Look at
guys.
your vape, John. Steve, look at your vape.
All black everything.
No, it's like
It
so.
has nothing to do with you. It has to do with everyone else.
part of a much bigger question, like serious fucking like life encircling pathological liar type cats. Like, of course, I'm going to turn this into politics, but it's like, how do you maintain this shit when your entire life, your entire raison d'etre is built around this fucking falsehood?
You see raison d'etre?
He did say raison
Well,
d'etre.
He played for the Redskins, right?
He
Yeah,
had
the
dreads,
thing is-
too.
the
No,
thing
that was raison d'etre. That's a different dude.
He had brothers. It was two brothers.
The same thing.
Two brothers.
It was raison d'etre and frison d'etre.
Can you play Why You Always Lying?
No,
Why the fuck you lying?
How do these fucking guys, like, when you're this much of a fucking pathological liar, when your entire identity is wrapped up in a story that is not true?
what's funny about it
how
is
do you fucking survive? How does anybody do it?
You're a sociopath.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Are you,
You know,
you're
he had
fucking
multiple interviews where he came out and
You're a
said this, he stood
sociopath.
by it, and then admitting now, like the truth of it is, he was working downtown at the time, but he could have just said, I was working downtown and and it wouldn't have affected his
'Cause it
story at
didn't
all.
affect-
he could have
It didn't affect
told a
anything at
story.
all.
Yeah, he could have told a
It
story
didn't
about
boost his
having
career.
seen
Did it boost
it.
his career? No. So my point is, he's a sociopath, and sociopaths don't
That's what
have
it
any
is.
remorse.
He's fucking.
They
He's
have
an
no
American
remorse.
Psycho.
Yeah, they have no remorse about the shit that they say.
He does have a lot of remorse according to his publicist.
Lies. He's got as much remorse as Dr. Dre.
He's got as much remorse as his publicist is willing to get paid to talk about.
Right. And now what's going to happen to him? Who knows?
Until
Buffalo
his-
Wild Wings.
Until his publicist is no longer being paid by him,
But-
in which case he will then have no remorse.
Wow. You
Buffalo
always
Wild Wings
lie.
has been running ads with him, starring in the ads, and they've cut the ads.
Yeah, they're no longer running those ads.
The
with
league,
him.
I believe, is currently airing.
I don't
but,
watch that show. Do you guys anybody watch that
I
show?
watched like the first 3 seasons. It was
Did
pretty
you
funny.
see the first episode this season with Marshawn Lynch?
I have not seen.
You guys haven't
I
seen
saw
that?
the clip though.
Oh
I
my
did saw
god,
the
it was
clip.
amazing.
I've been here the whole time. Is that the same thing?
And Derek makes a good
Lipkin
point.
said-
I think people are just weak. Long running lies happen all the time, and
But when
I
it
agree.
becomes all
Like that, his name's
encompassing-
Derek Lipkin. It's
No,
not
no, no,
really
no, no.
Derek
Like
Lipkin.
when it becomes his name's Stanley Gucci. Chill the fuck out.
His name's Larry Dipkin.
Like when the lie becomes all encompassing and it becomes
You're
your
a sociopath.
identity, it becomes your biography.
Yeah.
Then it's like you're just. I mean, you're a front. You're a
Jason's name's not Jason.
it's true.
It's Jashawn.
It's just Sean.
I know that. He's black.
What's so weird is that, like, yeah, I don't know why. When did that happen? When did that switch happen? Because I know for me, like, my parents, they named me
Yeah.
Esteban, but they called me Steve. So
I
that
heard
was
your
the,
mom call you Steven,
It
and I
was-
was
yeah,
blown
yeah.
away.
89 when I went to public school.
89
And so
is the
they just,
number.
because they just read it back and they were like Jason. You're like,
Just Sean.
Jashawn.
A new life.
and then it was just like, okay, fine, I'll be.
And while it's true that
I'll
my
be
name,
Jason
my
then,
name is
whatever. It's
Jonathan,
gonna make
and I
it
go by
easier for you
John.
guys.
Well,
My name's not even Sean.
Alex Haley changed my life.
Wait, did we just discover that all of
That was a
our
Malcolm
lives
X
are a
reference.
lie?
My life is definitely a lie. I just discovered that shit like 3 years ago.
Alex Haley.
You're Vince Sean.
I'm Vince Sean.
That
Reigns.
shit's tight.
I'm not John. I'm Jonathan.
The nice thing about Vince Sean,
Jonathan, I believe
it's
it's-
like
Fuck
it's like
it. I'm a fraud.
combining two really
Jonathan.
dope names like Vince and Sean.
Yeah.
and then you're Vince Sean.
I'm Vince Sean.
The dude from the league, though, like he's kind of shady. If I saw him talking to my girl at the party, I'd probably like go up to my girl. and be
Like, let's front. Let's
Hey,
not
is that
front.
what you would do?
Jason,
Yeah.
Jay Sean. Let's not even front like you have a girl. Like you have several girls, right?
Wait,
Yeah,
you have a girl?
Oh man, that was a
Nancy
fail.
literally just dropped the mic. In
How come I
Jason's
can't hold
lap.
the gun and Nancy's spilling shit everywhere?
Nancy literally, she
Are Ginger's not threatening?
she wrangled the
I
mic
disagree.
with the gun.
I find Brittany very threatening.
Nancy, give me the gun.
Nancy's in the zone right now. This is usually where I go in.
Steve's like, this podcast is a shit show right now.
Go in, Jay.
Fine by me.
What's the next episode?
Wait.
With the bomb. I mean the clock.
No, we got to talk. Do you have? Are we doing a Twitter rapper this week?
No, we got.
Yes.
Oh, we do have Twitter. Okay.
1, 2, 3. Oh, we're back.
And we're black.
We're gonna play a game. It's called Twitter Rapping, you bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
Swag. I'm gonna play a song that somebody on Twitter told us to listen to. If they don't like it, they're gonna raise their hand. I'm gonna bang the gong.
We've had 2 pretty unfortunate weeks.
And yeah, they're pretty unfortunate.
It's been a slog for the last 2 weeks. It's not been good Twitter rappers.
Lipkin says we need to publicize more.
He's right.
We need more live sex shows. Is what
Guess
we
what,
need.
Lipkin? You're hired.
I suppose if someone's going to have sex on camera.
Take a break from the Skittle tracker and make us famous.
Buzzer beater, don't say goodbye. Stay with us.
Fuck you, Buzzer.
All right, so the buzzer beater wins the hash brown challenge because he's the only entry. He had 1 entry and he won.
And
what was the category and what was the entry?
I don't give a shit.
All right.
people I haven't sent a
Let's hear about this.
Bevmo card to.
Yeah.
No shit. Let's hear about this Twitter rapper,
A
Jay.
check is in the mail. You tell him what Jack Burton always says at a time like this. The check is in the mail.
The kid stays in the picture.
All right, so this entry comes to us from Teddy Garcia at Teddy Garcia 66 on Twitter. The song is called Neither Here Nor There.
Neither here nor there.
That, by the way, it's not your real hair color, Nancy.
Ah, yes.
Easy.
Album is
It's all
called,
fun and games till Jason gets punched in the fucking head on
It's all
mic.
fun and games until I get drunk.
Until he gets head trauma.
I can't wait for Friday.
It's Friday.
Gotta get work on Fridays.
Getting married this Friday. That
Friday.
has been Sean.
Which seat should I take? Bacon pancakes. So Teddy Garcia at Teddy Garcia 66. The song is called Neither Here Nor There. The album is called Lost and Found. This is not a rap song. We're about to get into it right meow.
Right now.
You said Teddy Garcia?
Hey, turn it up a little bit.
If I had a fast car.
We got a fast car.
Fast enough that I could leave this podcast.
Early morning.
I'm raising my hand.
Plane is
Stop it.
board.
No, stop
Fuck
it.
that bullshit.
Let it play for a second. Wrong genre. Fine. Understood. Jason, play.
Mornings are eclectic. You're listening to KRML. This is Bottom 5.
Later on this week, the local Gardener's Grove is going to have a farmer's
Early
market sale.
morning.
John's sweaty balls.
Plane is boarding.
You've
Am I
seen the swap
coming
shop.
or
Wait, it's not-
going? I don't know. Don't know the time zone. Don't know the number on my phone. Don't know.
This makes me want to drink coffee and not go to work all
And
day.
I feel when the dogs begin to smell
All right,
her.
so this wasn't bad, but it's fucking boring,
Wrong genre.
right?
Give him a pass.
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 Straight pass.
Get
Teddy
past these
Garcia,
nuts through
Teddy
his
Garcia,
mouth.
you're talented, but it's too late and I'm too drunk.
Fuck you,
Too
Teddy
late,
Yeah,
Garcia.
it's the wrong
now it's
podcast
too
for-
late.
Yeah, wrong podcast. Next
And it's been a
podcast.
while since we heard a good song.
All right, I want to read
Who's
the order.
complaining about my tank top? Y'all don't want to see my titties?
I want to read the
Don't
order.
complain about it.
Jeff Garcia, Lipkin says. Was that Jeff Garcia?
No, that was an earlier comment. Do you guys want to talk about the kid with the bomb? I mean, the clock that was not the bomb. That was
sure.
never a bomb.
Oh, Ahmed Mohammed?
Yeah, his name is Ahmed Mohammed.
Med.
Is it? I'm sorry. How do I pronounce it?
Med.
I'm pretty sure it was Ahmed. Nice sound effect, Jason. So, this is a 14-year-old kid.
Is he in Coldplay? Can we play Coldplay? Can we play clocks?
All right, so Jason's sound effects are very misleading at this point in time.
Scale means this bad boy is 12 inches of dark lore.
Jason,
my
you
God,
are,
bro.
Jason, you are a Titanic asshole.
Oh my God, bro.
Ahmed Mohammed is a 14-year-old kid who got his 15 minutes of fame after
Fucking
bringing
racist, John.
Ahmed. Did
Ahmed Foley?
I go too hard on the?
Was it Ahmed Foley?
Did I go too hard on the? I don't know.
How much do you get for one of those clocks? Like 10 G's? Get the fuck out of here!
What's up?
I want to remind everybody this week's brought to you by Michelob Ultra. Crush
Michelob
your soul.
John, can you make me espresso? You're making it in the back, right?
How about I'm gonna read my fucking story and you go get whatever
Come on,
you gotta
Serge.
get.
Come on,
Michelob
Serge. Make it in the back.
Sultra.
So this kid got his 15 minutes of fame after bringing a do-it-yourself alarm clock to school. And the entire problem of the story is that his name was Mohammed, but
True.
also
Or Ahmed.
Ahmed.
Ahmed Foley.
So, as Richard Dawkins has pointed out, it appears that he repurposed a pre-existing alarm clock and did a little assembly in his garage, which is all in all, like, it's kind of cool.
There's
Like, he
5
took an
parts.
alarm clock apart.
Yeah,
So wait. He made a clock into a clock? F.
He took a pencil case.
F minus.
He took a pencil case, but first of all, 14 years old, easy.
But he took a clock and made a clock.
No, he took the LED face and he separated from the rest of the interior electronics. He disassembled the alarm clock, removed all the exterior casing, made sure the electronics lined up, and he built a little carrying case alarm clock.
Cut the green wire.
Yeah, all right.
When I was a junior, I got a fake bomb in my mailbox.
So,
It's a real story. I got a fake bomb in my mailbox.
so he did a little bit of fucking DIY shit. He was pretty proud of it because he's 14 years old and he's a freshman. He doesn't know any better. And he brought it to his teacher, and his teacher was like, because
Your teacher was like, you're a Terry.
oh no, what I didn't mention,
You're a
Texas,
Terry. You're a
Texas.
We're going to drag sass clowns.
That's
He's
what
in
happens.
Texas?
Any
This
Terry's
is
come up
Texas.
in this
So
classroom.
here's the thing: if your name is Ahmed or Mohammed
You're going to have a bad time.
or
You're a
Ahmed
Terry.
Mohammed
You're a Terry.
in
or
Texas,
Muhammad Ahmed.
You're a Terrace Tilton.
you're gonna get your clocks trounced.
Mohammed's the most common name in the world, by the
We're
way.
gonna get our burger on.
Johnny hates us.
No, here's the funny thing. Like, this simple clock was devised using a pencil case. But if you look at social media and the pictures that are taken, I mean, you can clearly see the AC cord is like an eighth of the actual size of the pencil case. So this is a school kid's pencil case, not a briefcase that people are making it out to be, which is fucking insane in the first
Right.
place. But
No, it's
there's
probably it's like
It would have
8
blown
to
up
11
6
inches.
crickets, right? Like,
it's about 8 inches.
if it was a bomb, it'd have blown up like 6 crickets.
That's too big.
It's
for
about
Nancy.
8 inches. So it's about this big. It was about 8 inches. Okay.
This big.
But
That's the white lie.
Dude, that was the whitest 8 inches I've ever seen.
No, no, but the thing is, like, it's really consistent. It's just
What, the
basically
white lie?
no.
How many?
It's really simple. You have a transformer,
7.5
AC
bro,
plug.
so-
Nancy's like, that's too big.
an LCD screen, and a control board. It's 4 or 5 elements. It's not like
and a power converter. It's got the AC.
it's got a little transformer, a little fucking.
The kid took an alarm clock and he wanted to repurpose it, and so he had the brains to unplug the alarm clock. Good on you. Step 1,
Turn on the radio.
unplug it.
I think
Second, undo some screws, take the parts out, and then he did some drilling and some cutting on a pencil
Hey,
case.
Jason, you did some drilling this week.
yeah, and some cutting. I think that
And then he put together some cool stuff, and he thought it was cool, and he brought it to his teacher.
I think
but this is Texas, and it had numbers on it, which meant he was calling in Allah's
Well,
fucking airstrike.
to be fair-
and so they went to fucking DEFCON 1.
I think the plunger snooze button is
Like
kind
Jack
of
Bauer always
will
says.
cross the line.
you have to plunge it 3
Jack
times.
Bauer
to
says the
fucking-
same thing every week.
Suit, dit,
God, God damn it, Chloe.
damn it, Chloe.
Damn it, Chloe.
Damn it, Nancy.
So
Cut the green wire.
here's what Ahmed Mohammed had to say. He said, they arrested me and they told me I was committed the crime of a hoax bomb, a fake bomb. And so that was the problem, is that as soon as the teacher opened it up, they're like, oh, look, no explosives. So suddenly they decided they're going to charge him with a hoax bomb. He never said it was a bomb. No one ever intimated that it was a bomb.
Jason,
he said it was a fucking clock.
Jason brought hoax bomb to my bachelor party, and I was mad as fuck, dude. I'm like, I'm not high, dude.
No.
Like, what are you doing?
the hocus pocus.
That was a Mexican dirt weed.
That was, dude. It was sticks and stems.
So, police in Irving, Texas, released the photo that Steve was talking about the homemade clock that he brought to high school.
I do want to
it's
say
fucking dumb. It's insane that they had to arrest him and cuff him after all the nonsense.
he could have just maybe been like, "Hey, man, why did you do this?" And he'd be like, "I'm making a clock," and they'd be like, "All right, cool, we'll fucking move on."
I've always wanted to know this, Sean.
The picture is
What's up,
edited.
Jay?
Is Irving a black name or a white name?
So Irving is a white name.
Irvin.
Irvin is a black name. So Michael Irvin, but Julius Irving, Dr. J is a black name also.
Wait, with an apostrophe or
Fuck
without?
does it have
No
to do with
apostrophe.
the story whatsoever?
This story is a non sequitur.
It's racist.
Okay, but the point I was trying to make was they edited the picture and they cropped the picture out. There was a banana next to it originally.
In the tailpipe.
For scale.
Wait, there was
scale.
a banana for scale?
There
No,
was a
in the
banana for scale.
tailpipe. It was in the tailpipe.
Wait. Are you lying? Was there a banana for scale?
There was a banana for scale.
There was no banana in the tailpipe.
Wait, no. Breaking news, dude. Breitbart fucking edited the photo to get rid of the banana for scale. Are you
Right.
like,
I'm
for
serious.
real?
100%.
100. 92. Like, it was 8 more than 92. It was 100.
A banana would have fit in the pencil box.
It's a pencil box. It's a box made to fit pencils. It's
Nancy,
not a briefcase.
could you
this
take a-
isn't fucking Mission Impossible 5.
Nancy, could you
It's not
take-
a fucking bomb. They opened the fucking box and there's no explosive.
Nancy, could you take a banana?
Why do I gotta fucking arrest the kid? Who got arrested and why?
And that's the thing. They shouldn't have arrested the kid. That's where they fucked up.
You want to
Could
know?
you take a banana, Nancy?
Let me answer.
Which end? Because it's scratchy.
Stop, you fucking asshole.
Would you peel it?
I just asked 2 questions.
Steve thinks I'm sexist.
You are sexist.
Get him. Get him.
God,
He's asking about taking bananas. I asked 2 questions of the podcast. I said, who got arrested and why? Who got arrested? The answer is Ahmed Mohammed. The answer to why is because his name is Ahmed Mohammed.
I've been knowing that.
And he lives in Texas.
Yeah.
That's all there
Hey,
is.
I'll
Why
be
are we
honest.
talking about this?
I don't know, but if Timmy Jones would have done it,
Timmy Jones might be black. You're saying there's no black people named Timmy Jones.
Hey, no, that's valid, dude.
There's no Timmy Jones.
Timmy
right now.
Jones might have got arrested.
okay, Timmy White. Let's say it was Timmy White.
Why
who
am I
made the
taking
bomb.
punishment moves
The-
for asking
the-
her if she can take a banana?
The clock bomb, right?
You take a banana in your tailpipe, though.
Okay, all right, you guys.
Wow.
Wait, I think we break out the Everclear for that one.
Hey, Jay, will you take a shot with me?
Yeah.
All right, Jason gets 1.
Can I say something though?
Yeah,
You
please.
takes to get the shot. No, never mind. I think I said enough.
Jay,
So-
Jay, will you split the punishment booze with me?
Yeah.
No,
Got
there's
you.
no splitting of the punishment booze.
I
So here's what
disagree.
There's no splitting of the banana.
the fallout.
Can you take the fucking punishment shot with me?
That's
Then you
3
asshole?
shots right now.
That's 3 shots.
One,
Hey, Nancy,
two,
hook yourself
3.
up with 1.
Steve, say something.
Steve, stop acting like a little bitch right now. Steve's like, I don't say sexist shit. I'm straight and narrow. I got a kid. I'm happily in.
Okay, my point was.
I know you want to, Steve. Come on.
Got
Hey,
a lot of
we're 3 out of 4
enemies.
right here,
Got a lot of
Steve.
enemies.
What I mean, he's trying to bring me in this energy.
Hey, what do you have to do tonight?
Stop being a bitch.
My point was, John.
I have more shit to read on the story, but I figured
I'll
I
read
had
your
to-
story right
I had
now.
to jump in with these assholes.
The fallout of this story.
Yo,
That motherfucker said banana split, though. I love you. Thank you for riding with me. That's why you're my groomsman.
No. Before we get to your version of fallout of the story,
Look at him. He's drag stats clowns right now. Look at him.
wait. There's a political
Stop
group.
reading.
Shush. There's a political group called the
Don't come
Center.
on me, come on.
Sean, shut up. There's a political group called the
Thank you, Derek. Thank you
Fuck
for
you,
backing
Derek.
me.
You're a bitch.
hashtag I stand with Steb.
Thank
Deb's
you.
a liar. He's a lying liar.
I've got the people's vote now, fuckers.
Yeah, you got Derek Lipton's vote.
Steb
You
has
got-
washed his
you got
dick in the
Stanley
sink.
Gucci's vote. That's debatable. The Center for
bitch.
Security Policy
You
Vice
bitch.
President Jim Hansen argued on his organization's podcast that the clock looks exactly like a number of IED triggers that were produced by the Iranians
He
and
said
used
banana
just-
split.
Oh my god! What the fuck am I drinking here, Nancy?
Finish me.
I'm about to die.
Nancy, me and John are going to stand up
Shame.
and get married together.
Shame.
2 dudes are going to get married.
Shame.
You should stand and salute me.
Let's
Shame.
salute you. Oh.
Jesus, can't even keep his alcohol in
As
his.
you spill it on your crotch.
Don't get it on my fucking laptop, dog. Just
Sure
got it
is.
all over the screen.
Oh my god.
Ooh, what was that?
I don't know,
was
but parts
semen.
were warmer than others.
Oh.
parts were warmer than others.
Oh, Nancy.
Oh my god.
Nancy, that was foul.
That's the worst shot in the history of shots.
Nancy, come here.
Oh my god.
Nancy, I'm gonna shake it on your stomach.
Nancy, come here.
Oh my god.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Can you edit that, Steve?
No.
Get a nigga, get a table dance. Take it up, take it up.
Can a nigga get a table dance? We got 2 listeners on Periscope.
Jay, did you take that shot?
Can a nigga get a table dance?
Jay,
Okay.
did you take that shot?
I took it, man, to the max.
Tell me about it.
Okay.
Parts are warmer than others, and it stung, and then it stung, and then it burned.
Nancy, you're foul for that, dude.
Nancy, what the fuck was in that?
All I said was, can you take a banana?
and then he asked if I could take a banana split.
Yes.
And so y'all brought it on
Y'all.
yourselves.
Y'all.
Y'all.
What was,
Sean?
When was the last time you went line dancing, y'all?
Nancy, I love you. What the fuck was in that shot?
That was Everclear for you and Sean.
Oh my god.
For you and Sean, it was Everclear, some kind of like a Bailey's substitute,
Carolyn's.
Carolyn's.
and the cinnamon tequila.
Oh my god.
Karen Brittany. And then for Jason, it was the Bailey's, it was the Carolyn's cream something or other, Everclear and Campari, because I know he hates Campari.
Hey, Nancy, I just got one question.
Yes.
Can a nigga get a table dance? Can a nigga get a table dance?
That's 3.
That's like 6, man.
That's
He Mooney
enough.
rolled too, but we're not going to push him on it.
We
'cause
can't do a Mooney rule at this point because
I drank all the booze.
We've passed the threshold.
My God, bro.
Bro.
We're already we went through the Stargate. It can't happen
Finish your
again.
story, Pimpin.
By the way, these shorter rundowns are really working out for us.
I know.
Brittany's back.
So, Center for Security Policy Vice President Jim Hansen said that it looks exactly like the ID triggers that were produced by the Iranians that used to kill U.S. troops. I feel like he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about,
Steve,
because this was
your hair
a fucking
is
pencil
luxurious.
case. And
I love your hair, dude. It's luxurious. Can I get some of that? Because I'm bald. Like,
Sean, wait. I have to tell you what Sarah
look
Palin
at that
said.
fucking hair, dude.
Do you want to
His
hear what
hair is
Sarah Palin
amazing.
said?
No, not really. She can see Russia.
She said some dumb shit.
Okay.
I want to know. Actually, I don't know what she said. What did she say?
She said, "Yep."
You can actually
Wait,
see
wait,
my
wait.
G-spot from Alaska.
Should I try to do this in my Palin
Can I
voice?
finish? Can I
Yeah,
finish?
can we hear it in your family?
I don't know if I can do it. I'm gonna
Hey,
try.
by the way, guys, this episode is brought to you by Michelob Ultra. Ultra has no idea that it's brought to it by them, but fuck them.
She said, "Yeah, believing that's a clock in a school pencil box is like believing Barack Obama is ruling over the most transparent administration in history."
It's
Right,
amazing.
that's a clock, and I'm the Queen of England. But you stupid fucking cunt, it is a clock.
Disrespect the cowboy. All right, there you go.
It is a clock. So, and she's not the Queen of England. Like, it's the dumbest way to formulate a statement in history.
You know what Obama said?
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
Booyaka, Sean.
Hey, everybody on Periscope, look at Steb's hair. It's so luxurious.
It's got a sheen.
Oily, dude. It's
got a
oily.
sheen to it.
He's a greasy bohunk.
Jaboba.
Dude, he's got a Superman curl.
They cloned the fucking troopers off of him.
Steve's middle name is Paul Mitchell.
This is Django Fett.
This is what's happening to my life now.
He's a Mexican hipster. He's a fucking.
The only thing suspect about Steve are these fucking glasses. Like, what the fuck is this? What is going on with the? Oh, I can't see shit.
Why,
I
God?
can't see shit with these glasses.
Spixter.
What's going on with these glasses?
Why, dog?
What is with these glasses?
Oh my God!
Did you just call me a spixter?
That's my startup site, Spixter.
Go fund yourself.
My shirt's all uncomfortable. My glasses is fucked up. My hair is disheveled.
You know
Hey,
what's
you're a
amazing?
sexy beast,
I'm
though.
a victim now, man.
You want to know what's amazing?
I would fuck Step
Y'all
tonight.
turned me into a victim.
Steve takes an assemblage of unacceptable shit and turns it into sexy.
You know he's set. You know he's.
You just put on his glasses and you look like a retarded person.
Oh, that's punishment booze right there.
I didn't say the other R word.
You
You
know.
said retarded, motherfucker.
You know.
I didn't say read
You know-
the other thing.
You know Steve's Latin because he said disheveled.
Disheveled. Or disheveled.
Hey, can I tell you about? I went to DMV today.
I get it. The shovels.
Did you go to the DMV?
I'm gonna dig a
No,
ditch
can
right
I
now.
tell you?
Can I tell you my DMV?
I've been
you
driving
go
on
first.
I've been driving on an expired license since my birthday.
Can I tell you what happened to me? So
I'm
here's
about to go to prison.
here's this thing. This same thing happened to you. So the last 2 times,
Wait, I turned black and got arrested?
no, the last 2 times you got some shit in the mail that said, "Hey, you need to renew your shit." This time you didn't get it.
I haven't seen
no,
shit.
No, this time you didn't get it.
No.
The last 2 times you got it.
Yeah.
The last 2 times I got it. This time I didn't get it. My license expires October 29th.
Wait, when does your life expire?
When I was 25.
Because we should schedule this.
I should have been in jail when I turned 25 or dead. I surpassed that, so I'm pimping the game.
You're in garbage time.
Yes, I'm in free time.
All right.
But the same shit that happened to you happened to me. All right, so my birthday, my license expires in a month. I haven't gotten shit in the mail. I start researching. I'm like, oh,
That's some racist shit right there.
what's up?
What can happen?
So they're saying if you haven't gone to the DMV the last 10 years, because we get that renewal shit automatically.
Yeah.
They're like, you need to come in.
Right.
Renews it.
So like a good black person, I got up like a good black Christian.
State
I got up-
Farm is there.
I got up at 6:40.
Non-Muslim. Let's
Non-Muslim.
clarify.
I built my own clock at my house.
Yes.
I got up at 6:45.
It wasn't a pencil case. It was a briefcase.
Got to DMV at 7:30. It opens at 8. Walked in, filled out the shit in the line, got inside. The first thing they said was, "Hey, the printers are down."
Oh wow!
I'm like, okay, all right, no big deal, no big deal.
This is the rest
They
of
hit the
your
mood-
day.
They hit the
And like
hey, Sean, they hit the Mookie button when
And
you
the
walk
next
in.
thing they said after, so they call my number. I go up.
How much for one rib?
I go up. They call my number. I'm like, okay, so I'm cool. I'm like, I don't need shit printed. Like, just process it.
What was your number?
G0011.
That's right.
And so I roll up.
What was his number? N-I what?
Yeah.
N-I-double-G-A. So I roll up. They're like, go to window 1. I roll up. And they're like, hey,
There's a
Go
cop
to
there.
window 2.
guess what they told me when I got up there?
What?
Our systems are down. I was like, middle finger, deuces.
Hey, you know what? This is what it feels like to register to vote in every red state in the country, motherfucker.
As a black person, yes, I agree.
So wait, you didn't get a letter. The printers don't work.
And the system was
is
down. You know what I did? I left, and I don't have a license renewed.
Sean
Because I was like, fuck you, my time is worth more
Oh
than
my
this.
God. Are you fucking kidding
Sean,
me?
I left. I was like, fuck you.
Dude,
Sean.
there's a drone strike flying over my house right now.
Sean,
Are you
did
fucking
say-
kidding me?
Tell me you said fuck the system.
I did say fuck the system. And it was a black lady at the DMV. It was so stereotypical. She was like, because she could care less. She gave 0 fucks.
Hey.
Did she say
Over or under 300?
Uber under?
Over or under 300?
300 what?
Uber
Pounds.
under.
Oh, no, she was under 3.
Oh, okay.
She was like, because she had the sugar. You could tell she was addressing the sugar.
Are we on my?
She looked like she was like the police chief from The Wire.
Are we
She was
on-
like,
All right.
all right.
Are we on my -5 to 5 scale?
What you call me, motherfucker?
-5 to 5.
Don't stop calling me negative.
My scale is not 0 to 10.
Steve, like, I like
Wait,
Steve.
So are you telling me that you're driving on an
Steve's like, what the
expired
fuck?
license
No,
right now?
October 29th, my license. I was trying to be proactive, like a white person. I tried to do some white shit today.
No, dude, I waited a week and like, dude, I'm
No, but John,
I'm
I
illegal.
tried to do some white shit.
I'm illegal right now.
No, but I tried to do some white shit and be proactive. And the system is still not geared towards black
Hey,
people.
Sean, right now, I'm not even a
Ask
citizen.
my
dog.
white future wife. We tried to be white today.
I'm not even a citizen. I might be in Al Qaeda. I'm not sure.
My name's not even Sean Parker.
This episode brought
I
to you
can't
by
even get a fucking passport. I'm so
Michelob
black.
Ultra.
Michelob
Make all of
Ultra.
your decisions.
And I hate
black
this,
ones.
I hate this Latin dude because he fronts. He fronts like he's a good Christian, like Latin dude. He's a Catholic.
Oh yeah, that's my thing.
Because he
Sean.
gets so offended.
You nailed me.
He gets so offended when we say what we say.
No, it's
Hey.
not that I'm offended.
Yeah, you're kind of offended.
No, I'm just enjoying because like
Because we both riding dirty.
No.
I had L since Pac died.
All right, look how gangsta Nancy
No,
looks now.
I'm-
We've gone.
She looks
Sean.
like the white me.
No, Sean, this is actually like the perfect encapsulation of American culture.
I'm gonna get pulled over and shot.
No, but I am in fact
Probably.
I'm gonna
I-
get pulled over. You're gonna get shot.
True talk.
I am in
Real
fact
talk.
I am in fact riding dirty.
Oh, you're so riding dirty. That's my nigga right there. That's 8. That's like 8 times I said it tonight.
That's 19.
That's like at least 5 times
So
you
I
picked the
am
mic
in-
in the last 20
I-
minutes.
I'll
No,
peek it like a
you're-
motherfucker.
Just back up.
I can't.
He
my
can't,
gun?
he can't do it. No,
I can't say
no,
inseparable
I
about
am
popping.
in fact riding dirty, but nothing's gonna happen because I'm
Because
just
you're
gonna-
white and Gilroy.
I know. I'm just gonna go in.
Nancy can drive home with that fake gun and her hat backwards and nothing's gonna happen.
It is absolutely the perfect fucking.
And I'm so
Encapsulation
John, I'm
of
so
American
frustrated
culture.
because I got up early. I went and they were like, "Fuck you."
I swear to God, this is what it's like to
And you don't
register
even
to
believe in
vote
God.
in fucking South Carolina, man. Like, that's how they run it. That's how it's working. That's what they do.
Are we still doing a podcast?
Nope,
I
we're
don't
done.
know.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. I hope you had a good time. I know I did.
I had a great time.
Join us next week when we talk about Sean's wedding and
I
all
might
the
not be
terrible
here next
things
week,
that
just so you know.
that happened. Oh yeah, you're gonna be on your honeymoon, right?
Oh, we're going to talk nonstop shit about you next week.
I do have a butt disease.
So next week,
do you want to elaborate?
Yeah, I want to tell you the story about the butt disease.
I do want to tell you
Go.
though, we have 10 episodes left of the show.
Yes.
10 episodes left of the show.
We're pulling the plug on this.
And
bitch.
counting.
If you guys don't step up, you don't care.
Are we going to pull the plug? What's going on?
We have 10 or less.
It's
We're on
up to the
44.
it's up to the
44.
listeners.
We got 8.
We got
We got
8.
eight.
It's up to the listeners.
Excuse me, 8 episodes left.
Make us want to keep doing it.
Yeah, 8 episodes for the year. The
And
year
if you
end.
don't, go fuck yourselves.
Yes, Derek Lipkin, you can fill in for Sean, but you have to do it in blackface.
Wow. I would
That's
love to
punishment
see
moves
that.
for
Nancy?
Latino Steve.
Oh, that's your boy, Nancy.
You might have won the shootout.
I feel like Nancy's
you
never
might have
had
won the
it.
shootout.
Let's
with
wrap it up with the shootout, Jason. Go.
Shootout. Okay. Give that bitch fluff or nut. Ethiopian bitches love fluff or nut.
Okay. John, shootout.
John, you know what fluff or nut is?
No.
You don't know what? Nobody knows it. Who knows what fluff or nut is?
that. Only you, sir. And
Nancy, get on mic. Tell me what fluff or nut is.
I have no idea
That's
what
when the
this is.
I
Fluffer
believe
comes
it's a
Jackson.
marshmallow, some kind of dessert thing.
All right, it's not a dessert. It's a marshmallow and peanut butter protein snack that they give impoverished countries to make sure that they're getting their daily allowance of protein and sugars because they're starving.
I'm going to give Jason Fluffer
Wow.
right now.
You are a terrible human being.
John, what's your most offensive thing you can say in the shootout?
He's thinking.
He's dumbfounded right now.
No, Jason just annihilated everything that I had some stuff like Carly Fiorina's maiden name is Sneed.
Sam Snead for the win.
Chris
That's
Christie weighs like
Esteban's.
400 fucking pounds.
Why
and I was,
you take this shot?
I
What's
was,
your
I was
most
getting ready to
offensive
get
thing?
on it, and then Jason just
that what you're
obliterated.
All right.
Here comes the shootout for Steph.
Scott Walker's a dickhead. That's I have nothing.
And
Jason.
all right.
Oh, that
Scott
tasted
Walker's a
like
dickhead.
Chris Christie's taint. And
All right,
that's my shootout.
I don't have a shootout thing, but I can tell you what happened to me this week.
It tastes like butter and
Is
shame.
it more offensive or less offensive?
It's more offensive. I had a stomach situation this week.
Okay.
You mean a butthole situation?
Yeah,
That is
I pissed out my ass. this
Butthole.
week. I pissed out my ass.
You shit through a straw?
Did you look, pop your mic one more time? Did you piss out your ass?
Pissed out my ass.
Sean's shitting through a straw.
But can I tell you what the worst part of it was? I went to the ER.
Please.
You did?
What? You went to the fucking
You did not
emergency room?
mention this at all in the what did you do this week?
So because it got done to me. That's why.
Sean,
You went to the motherfucking emergency room?
Did you see Mariah?
My asshole was on. It was a ring of fire. It was literally a ring of fire.
Did you see my girl Mariah at the
But can I
ER?
tell you what happened? Can I
Yeah,
finish? Can I
you
finish?
Can I finish?
The
Wait,
doc-
you went to the hospital? You didn't tell us?
I had a female doctor.
Did she put a digit?
She put a digit in my butt.
How'd it work out?
It felt kind of nice.
Insurance for the win.
And Nicole was looking at her like, "Oh, what's up?" And I was like, "Yeah, we got a date later. It's cool." Like,
You had a date right then.
So, are you going to die or no?
no, I'm cool. All my tests came
All right.
back.
Was it a bad burrito?
I had
what the
butthole-
fuck?
I
No.
had butthole trauma.
No.
They said when you wipe a lot from diarrhea, you get trauma on your butthole.
Let me.
Oh, so you had diarrhea and then you wiped a lot.
Yeah,
And then you got a little,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little
anal
bleedy
fissure.
on the butt
He's
clip.
not a player, but he wipes a lot.
Yes, I'm not a player, but I wipe a lot.
So check this out. You said
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not talking to a 13-year-old. I'm talking to a grown-ass man. Explaining that if you overwipe with that fucking single-ply shit that you don't fucking pay enough for.
So you know what we did after that? I went and got wet wipes, and I feel so.
Oh,
good.
wet wipes for the win.
I'm so fresh and so clean.
3 wet, 1 dry. I'm done.
Why not?
Are we going to have
What's wrong
this
with-
fucking
come in on my
conversation?
mic.
We just had it. It's
What's wrong
over.
with wet
3 wet,
wipes?
1 dry.
What's up with the wet wipes?
They're fine, but you can't put them down the toilet.
Dude, it's time
I'll
to call this
flush them
fucking
when-
podcast.
No, it'll
if
fill
we're,
up
if
your
we're
toilet.
discussing on technique about ass wiping, it's time to call the fucking show.
No, wait. Next week, Hash Brown Challenge.
Oh yes.
Secret Service names for either presidential candidates or podcast members. We're each going to name our own Secret Service
Next week, yes.
right now.
Oh, I thought we were going to wait till next week.
No,
at
we
this
said
point.
right now. We're going to
Let's
give
do it right
examples
now.
right now.
All right. Let's do it
John,
right now.
John, what's your Secret Service team?
Man boobs.
DJ Trance Armstrong.
DJ Ring of Fire.
All right, I got two. If I'm elected president, Magnum Force.
You're a liar.
If I'm Bernie Williams VP, feel the burn.
Who the fuck is Bernie Williams?
He played for the Yankees.
Bernie
Number
Sanders.
51.
51.
Bernie
Center fielder.
Sanders. Bernie Sanders.
Williams.
So
Williams.
Feel the
say,
burn.
say it again.
If I'm VP, Bernie Sanders, feel the burn.
Okay,
Can you imagine
there
if it's
go.
Bernie Williams and Bernie Sanders?
That would be
I
awesome.
would vote that
I would
ticket,
vote
man.
that shit tonight.
Because I know
Honestly,
he's a good center fielder.
Who's an acoustic guitarist?
Dude, kick Jay the fuck off the ticket. Bernie Sanders, Bernie Williams. Yes.
It's a win,
Right?
That's a fucking winning
Hey, Jay,
ticket right
why
there.
are you always lying?
All right, there's gonna be some heavy editing, so fuck you, Judy.
Fuck you, Judy.
Thank you for checking us
Wait,
out in
wait,
this
what's-
drunken mess.
is it
Fuck,
Lance?
man.
No,
Bro,
Reese.
Darth Vader is Jesus.
Fuck you, Reese.
One more time with the top.
Bro, Darth Vader is Jesus.
Fuck you, Reese.
Fuck you, Reese.
Fuck you, Reese. Fuck this show, man.
Fuck this show. It's a shit show. Man.
At DT Pod.
Sure.
TheDrinkTakePodcast.com.
At Nancy's not sexist.
Facebook.fucking learn to Google shit.
At
Clowns.
you know how I
Assholes.
know you're getting fucked tonight because you're not as strong as I am.
Man, what the fuck? But Obama is a long leg Mac Daddy.